that it's over. Everybody that's coming on in here, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, 1T for your player. Everybody get ready to start off in the second one. I'm this bad, boy stunned like my dad, call me Scrooge McDuck, cause I'm swimming in the cash. Old school Chevy on them sixes, took a bath, swagger overboard, you can see it go splash. I'm the man, that's how we do it in the land. 08 money and some new rubber bands, V-neck tee in my True Religion pants, fresh new J's, yeah, C-Town snapback, paper in a loud pack, Remy cup double stack, red bone bubble back, all night going long, call me the quarterback. Yo, it's your boy Luxury, the most expensive nigga rolling, aka DJ Easy Dick to your bitch, BKA Mr. Shoving Wood Web is good. And I'm in the building with my favorite DJ motherfucking K's, and of course we got the lovely, beautiful Miss High Class and Bougie. What's going on? What's happening with y'all tonight? How y'all feeling?
I'm high as a kite.
So you high as a kite? You gotta speak up, Miss High Class. You gotta speak up, sweetheart.
Okay.
A little bit closer to the phone so we can hear you.
You know, is that better?
Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. Y'all know what time it is. It's Grownmanishh. Everybody that's new in here, make sure you go ahead, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell one time so you can get notified whenever we go live with the show. Once again, this is Grownmanishh. We got a lot of shit that we're going to talk about tonight. And y'all see the title. Of course, I put the title up first, and we don't necessarily talk about it in the beginning. But y'all see the title. I want y'all to think about this as Kanye West on to something when he speak about the political environment, you know, and we got to look at the stature that he has gained over time. I want y'all to really think about that, and we're going to put that into a discussion. But first, I want to kick it off with these crazy ass white folks, man. I don't know if y'all know about this case. Did you hear this story about this comedian, this white man? He went on a racist ass rant, wished death on the council members and all types of shit. You see that shit? You see this cracker? His name is Jason Robo. He decided to show up for a discussion about coronavirus vaccines at a San Diego Board of Supervisors meeting. He decided to go on a vile racist rant calling some of the members names and even wishing death upon one. But board supervisor Nora Vargas, who was Latina, said, "Not on my watch." Security escorted Robo out, and he lost his job at the local radio station. But I really want y'all to check this out. He didn't hold back. I got the video here so y'all can listen to him. Fuck K's and them can't even hear what the hell is going on. So I need y'all to bear with me. K's, I want you should tune in, K's, and really check this out, bro. Because it's something that's real, like highly entertaining. But let me go ahead and play this real quick for people to listen to.
And you know it's a premeditated scam and you voted for it, shows that you are traitors. I mean, it's suppressed on the internet because trying to find the truth in this world is like trying to find a kid at John Wayne Gacy's house. You got to dig for it. You act like you care, but all you care about is the CARES Act money. You are minions of the pharmaceutical industry. The healthcare workers, you don't care about them. You care about the owners. And you don't handle crap. Would you say that we can't handle our crap and you basically legislate us laxatives? You say you care, but you make us sick. It's all about fear. You're obsessed with the fear, and then the closure of businesses and beaches. By the way, vitamin D, 80% of people have died or found to be deficient. So you're killing people basically when you close the beaches. And then you mandate the vax. You're a vax murderer, basically. And we are your adverse reaction. You should resign. Vargas, I can't wait for your arteries to clog. They're not doing it fast enough.
He said, Vargas, I can't wait for your arteries to clog. They're not doing it fast enough. That's what I said. They get creative with it. Let me go back. I just realized I wasn't playing the video. So I'm going to play it back because I really want Case to go listen to this because he'll get some type of amusement out of it. But let me go ahead and play this back one more time so y'all can hear from the top.
Showed you guys pandemic indoctrination.
Wow. I don't know why it's sharing this screen for some odd reason. 1 second, people. I'm all off my shit tonight. Know what's going on. Display 2. That's what I want to share. Not display. There we go. All right, let's get into it.
We showed you guys pandemic indoctrination, and you know it's a premeditated scam, and you voted for it. It shows that you are traitors. I mean, it's suppressed on the internet because trying to find the truth in this world is like trying to find a kid at John Wayne Gacy's house. You got to dig for it. You act like you care, but all you care about is the CARES Act money. You are minions of the pharmaceutical industry. The healthcare workers, you don't care about them. You care about the owners. And you don't handle crap. Would you say that we can't handle our crap and you basically legislate us laxatives? You say you care, but you make us sick. It's all about fear. You're obsessed with the fear, and then the closure of businesses and beaches. By the way, vitamin D, 80% of people have died or found to be deficient. So you're killing people basically when you close the beaches. And then you mandate the vax. You're a vax murderer, basically. And we are your adverse reaction. You should resign. Vargas, I can't wait for your arteries to clog. They're not doing it fast enough.
Damn.
And Nathan, you should kill yourself. I don't know where you are.
He told one of them to kill
themselves.
themselves.
Discharge would be you blowing your brains out. Let's see you tweet that, blowing your bird brains out.
He said a dishonorable discharge would be you blowing your brains out.
And then lemurs, I like to call you Lawson Reamer. You're a little monkey. I'd like to see you hang from a tree.
He called Lawson Lemur a little monkey. I would love to see you hang from a tree. Keep going.
And then Wooten, you're fucking Aunt Jemima. And
he said, Wooten, you're a fucking Aunt Jemima. Now, do y'all know who Aunt Jemima is, right, Kays? She's the syrup lady. But just listen to this honky just keep going on and on.
yeah, syrup won't sweeten and cause your diabetic coma fast enough either.
You are not allowed to say that to her. You are not allowed to say that to her.
I can't say that you're a fat piece of shit.
I can't say that you're a fat piece of shit. Look at this dude talking shit.
Let's have a dialogue.
The chair is not here. I'm going to ask you to apologize to her.
No.
You are not allowed to talk to her that way.
You're a piece of furniture. You're a chair.
You are not allowed
to talk to her that way. A chair has more intelligence than you. Ooh, you're so angry.
You are not allowed. Can you please
No, you're garbage.
You are not allowed to talk to her that way. You are not allowed to talk to her that way. No. Absolutely not. Not under my fucking watch.
She said, not under my fucking
Absolutely
watch.
Not.
Shit.
No.
One more time. One more time.
Your time has expired. Please take a seat.
One more time for the people in the back. Now, I'm going to have to cut this up because I really want Kays to listen to this. And I want Miss High Class to listen to this. Now, if this was a nigga and he was talking like this, you know how fast they would have had him up out of there? You know how fast they would have had him up out of there? So for a split little second, y'all just going to hear me talk. I'm about to play this for Kays and them so they can hear it. I'm going to cut it up a little bit, Kays. It may be sounding a little crazy, but y'all just bear with me for a second.
We showed you guys pandemic indoctrination, and you know it's a premeditated scam, and you voted for it. It shows that you are traitors. I mean, it's suppressed on the internet because trying to find the truth in this world is like trying to find a kid at John Wayne Gacy's house. You got to dig for it. You act like like you care, but all you care about is the CARES Act money. You are minions of the pharmaceutical industry. The healthcare workers, you don't care about them, you care about the owners. And you don't handle crap. Would you say that we can't handle our crap? You basically legislate as a laxative. You say you care, but you make us sick. It's all about fear. You mess with the fear and the closure of businesses and beaches. By the way, vitamin D, 80% of people have died or found to be deficient. So you're killing people basically when you close the beaches. And then in the end, the vax, you're a vax murderer, basically. And we are your adverse reaction. You should resign. Vargas, I can't wait for your arteries to clog. They're not doing it fast enough. And Nathan, you should kill yourself. I don't know where you are, but dishonorable discharge for you blowing your brains out. Let's see you tweet that, blowing your bird brains out. And then lemurs, I like to call you also lemur. You're a little monkey, I'd like to see you hang from a tree. And then Wooten, you're fucking Aunt Jemima. And yeah, syrup won't sweeten and cause your diabetic homelessness.
You are not allowed to say that to her. You are not allowed
to say that you're a fat piece of shit.
The chair is not here. I'm going to ask you to apologize to her.
No, you're not allowed to talk to her that way. You are not allowed to talk to her that way. No.
Now, killer. Now, I know you just heard that motherfucker go on that rant real quick. Let me switch y'all back over. I know you just heard that. I was with him on a lot of that shit up until he got to calling motherfuckers Aunt Jemimas and talk about swinging off trees and shit. I'm like, at first I was over here clapping at the shit that he was talking at this damn meet wherever he was at, but he went completely off rails when he was talking about that shit. He called her Aunt Jemima. He said, Limrod, you're a fucking monkey. I would love to see you hang from a tree. And like, now listen, how many niggas you know have this much time at a council meeting to say this type of shit? Like, just that'd be like me putting you in a council meeting. I know it's about to get ready to go down, but how fast do you think they're gonna get your black ass up out of there?
By the time I get the first billion.
You say what?
By the time I make the first billion.
You say by the time you make the first billion, they get you up out of there. I'm talking about in a council meeting, bro. If I was to place you in a council meeting or one of these political meetings, I know somebody about to get cussed out and you about to go completely off the fucking deep end. My question is, I wonder how long would they let you go on before they actually tell you, like, we got to get this nigga up out of here. This nigga talking shit. He talking about Jews. He calling niggas, white folks, hunkies, all types of shit. How fast you think they gonna let you? Let me ask Miss High Class, how long do you think K's will last in a situation like this?
I want to say about 10 minutes.
I don't even give him 10 minutes. I don't even give him 10 minutes.
You gonna be cussing.
I don't even give him 10 minutes because he gonna get right to the point. I don't give him 10 minutes. I give him about a good 3.5. I give him a heavyweight round fight. That's what I give him. Just 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. And, my biggest thing is though, he was allowed to sit in there and talk shit, and the shit that he was talking, I agreed with it at first because we all know, like, you know, I don't want to talk about it, but we know he called it the right thing, the pandemic. He said y'all all knew it wasn't real and y'all went along with it, so that makes you all traitors. Do you agree or disagree with that case?
Yeah, I agree. See, I don't subscribe to this bullshit.
What about you, Miss High Class and Bougie? Would you consider people? Would you consider these politicians traitors on their country? They shut the country down, fuck the economy up. Now look at all these fucking gas prices. Look at the food prices and all of this other shit. And then you know what's so crazy? This is why I say Trump is smiling right now, because Trump looked like a saint compared to Biden right about now. Say he don't. Somebody tell me that Donald Trump wasn't looking, this country was looking way better a year ago under Donald Trump. What was the difference? Can anybody tell me the difference? Can you tell me the difference, Case? What was the difference when Donald Trump was in office this time last year?
Let's see, everything was cheaper, a whole lot cheaper, 80% cheaper. That was the difference.
Mm-hmm. Now, what's all these? I know you a guy that likes to consume news like around the world in a lot of ways and shit. Did you hear these other countries talking about Biden the way that they talk about Trump. I mean, talking about Trump the way that they talk about Biden. My bad. I apologize.
Oh no, they didn't say nothing about Trump falling asleep in front of the world when he's being questioned by the world press.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But then this old motherfucker talking about giving $500,000 each one of these illegal motherfuckers and then jump the border, and that's our fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck him. That is our money given away. Remember, they talk about they got no money for reparations, but they give some motherfuckers that claim broke the law because they lost their kids. Well, your motherfuckers ain't bring them little crumb snatchers up the first place. You wouldn't have lost the motherfuckers. Fuck out of here. I don't want to hear about no motherfucking body. They ain't got to dig out no goddamn snow this time of year, leaving paradise to come up here and gonna take our money and our fucking resources. Stay your ass down where the fuck you at and conquer them motherfuckers down there. The same way we fighting these motherfuckers up here. Because you ain't coming up here to help us fight these motherfuckers up here. The fuck you come up here for?
So you one of those?
Come up here to fucking make it go on.
So you one of those
fuck
people?
Them,
okay, so you one of those ones that's against the immigrants coming over here.
Listen, I'm against anybody that's gonna jump in front of niggas. Period. You know why? As soon as the motherfuckers come up here, they got a store on our block. They got everything in our block. But we can't put nothing in none of the motherfucking people's community, man. Fuck all them motherfuckers. Fuck them slang eye motherfuckers. Fuck them devils. Fuck all them motherfuckers. If you ain't talking black, you ain't talking to me.
But when you say that's more of a black issue that we allow shit like that to go on.
Yeah, because niggas keep siding with these motherfuckers instead of saying enough is enough. Fuck all you motherfuckers. Oh, you know, we come through the desert to come here. You should have stayed your ass there. So you coming here to steal from me, motherfucker. I gotta pay for you motherfuckers. I can't go to South America. You motherfuckers pay for me when I get there. So why the fuck I gotta pay for you motherfuckers when you come up here?
How about you, Miss High Class? How
you
you
feel? Motherfuckers and them invaders the same way. We need to rid these motherfuckers up here, these invaders.
Now, Miss High Class, let me ask you, do you share the same sentiment as K's when it comes down to the illegals coming over here and they getting all these benefits and everything? What are they talking about? What was the number they was talking about giving these people, K's, of money?
$450,000 they lost their child. But you notice they send them Haitians back 1, 2, 3.
No, that's not. No, I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Why
man.
the fuck I gotta pay for somebody that came up here and so-called came in here illegally? But if I go out there and snatch a fucking pocketbook, I'm getting 25 years of life. But a motherfucker come in here and break federal laws and get $450,000, shit. I need to go to Mexico and get me a bitch pregnant and tell that bitch, yo, get lost right there in the baby with the newborn and shit. Fuck that. I get $450,000 for your black ass, bitch.
I mean, and then that's another thing when Trump is here. Trump wouldn't let
Matter
all
of
them
fact, that's a
motherfuckers
nice
come over
little
here.
racket. Wait a minute.
What's that? What you saying?
Wait a minute. You know how many hoes I can impregnate within a week and had them come on the border, 9 months pregnant, and start losing them babies right there and collect. Fuck it. Why not? Be a nice business. White folks do it.
You talk about losing the babies though, K's, man. We ain't losing our babies.
Man, listen. You damn right. Fuck you. These crackers ain't killing our babies. Look at Planned Parenthood. That kills our fucking kids. Motherfuckers always up in there though.
Hey man, but you know what? You know
Always
what's crazy?
up in there causing genocide.
You remember the documentary that they had, bro? Like I was looking at that shit. Planned Parenthood is always in low income neighborhoods. Always
it's to kill niggas.
You ever notice that, Miss High Class?
Kill niggas.
The Planned Parenthood is always in like the hood.
Wait, say that. We'll say that one time.
Do you know what Planned Parenthood is? Yo.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, of course.
Do you notice how Planned Parenthood?
Oh, what is it?
Yeah, we hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, what is it?
Yo.
What is it?
Is she still there?
I don't know.
Miss High Class. I don't know what happened with her, man. I don't know if she got disconnected or is her service tripping or what right now. But she ain't in here. Oh, no, she just popped back in. Miss High Class, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you. We hear you. Kay's asked you a question. He
said, what is Planned Parenthood? What is it?
Planned Parenthood is supposed to be an organization that helps you basically help you support the child if your significant other isn't involved
That's the lie they
in the
told you.
child. Like,
That's the lie they
huh?
told you. That's the lie they told you.
Hell yeah, hell
Planned
yeah. They would
Parenthood
tell
is an
you all the
abortion
lies
clinic.
that they came up with.
Planned Parenthood is an abortion clinic that's only in black neighborhoods.
Pretty much.
The bitch ain't no pretty much. That's what the fuck it is.
No,
The
I'm just
bitch that
saying
run
pretty
this shit
much.
and started the organization used to run with the Ku Klux Klan.
Yep.
That's what the fuck it
What was
is.
her
Ain't no
name?
pretty
What
much.
was her name?
That's what the
Margaret.
fuck
Her
it
name
is.
was Margaret. What? Her name was Margaret something. I can't
Some bitch and she a fucking Jew. Don't like niggas. Don't like fucking her own fucking kind. She side with them motherfuckers.
But this is the question I was asking you. Do you always pay attention how Planned Parenthood is only in like low income neighborhoods, the hood, the ghetto? You ever pay
It's
attention
only
to
in
that?
black neighborhoods. Period.
Yeah, I did know that.
You don't see that
Ain't
shit.
no low class
You don't see that
neighborhoods.
shit
Black
in the suburbs.
neighborhoods.
You don't see that shit in the suburbs. You don't see that shit nowhere. Like I'm gonna put it to
Listen,
you like this.
keep it 100. Stop saying suburbs. You don't see in the Chinese neighborhoods. You don't see in the Indian neighborhoods. You don't see in the white neighborhoods. Let's say the fucking truth. You see it in niggas' neighborhoods only. Period. Stop that. It's like it's something. No. Keep it fucking 100. You don't see it in no cracker Klansman neighborhood. Only with niggas is at. It is an abortion clinic. It is a place to exterminate our people. Period. All this beating around the bush shit, don't go for it. Keep it 100. What the fuck it is? You want to beat around the bush? Oh, well, you don't see it in the suburbs. No, you see what niggas reside. You see niggas, you see Planned Parenthood. Just Google on your phone and look at Planned Parenthood. You be like, damn, this the hood.
right around
Damn,
the
that's
corner.
the hood.
In every
Damn,
hood.
that's the hood. Yeah, every hood. Damn, anywhere there niggas, Planned Parenthood right there to make sure they exterminate them niggas and misinform and miseducate you niggas.
Yeah, man.
Supposed to help. Yeah, help get rid of you niggas. That's what the fuck it do before you niggas can even breathe.
And that be the problem.
That's
man.
what the fucking
and
do.
that be the problem. What I be saying, and this is the thing with our problem. What makes you think that you can go to the people who are oppressing you and ask them for help like they're gonna help you? That's been my biggest thing.
Same way you vote for them motherfuckers.
Like y'all been asking these people for help for so long, bro, and these the same motherfuckers that's making sure you're in the predicament that you in right now. They making sure you right there and you never get above them. So like, what makes you think on God green earth that they gonna help you? Yeah, they give you some crumbs. They give you your little food stamps and everything every fucking month. And shit
They don't
like
give you no
that.
food stamps.
No, I'm talking.
Planned Parenthood don't give you no food
I'm not
stamps.
talking about Planned Parenthood. I'm just talking about in general. You know how people go to the government, ask for government assistance and all of this other shit. We are pretty much asking our oppressor for motherfucking help. That's what we doing, bro. That's what it is at the end of the motherfucking day. You asking some motherfuckers who don't give a shit about you, want to keep you right where you at, and they gonna give you everything you need to stay right where you at. Because guess what?
Because that satisfies niggas.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. And that's why I say some of the blame is on niggas itself, bro.
All the blame is on niggas.
For accepting that. I mean, Miss High Class, how do you
All
feel
the blame.
How do you feel about this from a
wanted
female
to
perspective?
I wanted to say, what about the people that get raped and then get pregnant? I mean, they need plant, whatever it's called. They need abortion. So I don't think abortions is all that bad. It just
I didn't say it
some people
was.
abuse it.
I never said it
okay.
was. I'm just stating the fact that this corporation called Planned Parenthood has one primary motive, and that's to get rid of niggas. Because they only in our communities. That's it. You don't see none in Chinatown. You don't see in Little India. You don't see where them Arabs live. They don't see nothing such thing called Planned Parenthood. When them Arab chicks get raped, they go kill somebody in the family that did it. That's how they get rid of that shit.
Yep.
They take care of that child. They kill the motherfucker that was responsible for the rape. That's how they deal with that shit. Everything take care in-house.
Yeah, man.
Because niggas only attracted to one thing. That's flies and shit. That's it. They want to be fly. They want to be full of some shit.
And that's why I say, because I done heard some comments of people saying like we sound like angry black folks. I'm like, I'm not angry because I know niggas is full of shit.
So what?
I'm angry for all the right reasons.
So the fuck
that's
what?
my thing. I'm angry for all the right reasons. Yeah, exactly. For all the right reasons.
You niggas are stupid. You niggas want to still remain stupid. That's why I'm angry.
And what angers me the most is we in an era of information. Once again, where it's readily right in front of you. All you have to do is look it up to know what the fuck you're talking about.
The first thing you look up, you see, niggas are stupid. First thing you see on the book, niggas are stupid, niggas are dumb, and niggas will fall for any fucking thing. First thing you see.
I mean, Miss High Class, I mean, how do you feel about that? Do you think, like I said, it's from a female point of view, do you think niggas is responsible for their own downfall in a lot of ways?
Yes,
with all this
niggas is all
information
downfall.
available.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. Because if we did more studying and if we knew more about what is going on in our community, we could do better, and then our community could probably change. But since nobody really care and nobody is going to the council meetings, like I started going to council meetings for Cleveland and stuff, and when it was changing the parks and shit. But yeah, I feel like if we involve ourselves with the community, it would change. Period.
Yes,
Because then we'll see what.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
We'll see what the politicians and all them other people is doing to our community. Like, how many people know that we got a new mayor that's black? Like, how many people really know that?
Do you know that they said 75% of Clevelanders did not vote? We got a young mayor too, Case. He 34 years old. He a year younger than me. He the mayor of the city.
Who put him in there?
The city.
Who put him in there?
The city. Hopefully the niggas put him in there. But
You don't even know
75.
who put him in there. So you know what that
because
man
I
stand for.
didn't go vote. I'm not
No,
gonna hold you.
you don't have to
I
vote to know who
voting.
put money behind him. You don't have to vote for that.
I don't know nothing about the brother. I got to look up more information about him, but I know he's the new mayor. I don't even know what high school the brother went to, but he's the new mayor of the city. And I know since he became the mayor of the city, Calvin, what's his name, Johnson, or the chief of police, he resigned. He just recently left. I feel like this. If we gonna play the political game, I always say this: we need to not deal with outsiders. We need to prep and groom somebody from within our community, which I believe this new mayor is this brother. I got to look into him. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. I believe he's a product of the environment, and I believe he was groomed to get to that point, to where he at right now, so he can stand and represent niggas. That's the type of representation that we need if we gonna play that political game. Somebody
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead, Kay.
If these niggas is going under the banner of Democrat or Republican, they do not support us. Period.
Yeah, that's proven fact. History proves that. That's proven fact, man. I can't disagree with that at this point. Because you remember, I readily admit to people, I used to be a Democrat. I used to subscribe to the Democratic bullshit. But you know, one thing that caught me over time is I started to see that it was a bunch of bullshit. These people come here, lie to us, get our vote, and you never hear from them again. And all the shit that they say they're going to do, they never do it. I got to realizing they don't work for us. They work for donors. They work for corporations. That's what they work for. They do not have our best interests.
What political party you think supported and started the Civil War?
The Democratic Party.
Why was that?
I'm going to put it to you like this, man. What they say the Republican Party is today was the Democratic Party back then.
That's a lie.
Why you say that? Explain. Elaborate a little bit. Go ahead.
The same bird from back then is the same bird today, right? The eagle, right?
Yeah, both.
He got a left wing and he got a white
wing. It's the same bird.
So the same shit from back then, same shit now, same motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. But the
Same
Democratic Party was a little bit more wicked back then. How can I say?
They all was wicked.
Yeah.
One was no wickeder than the other. They both the same motherfuckers.
But yeah, man.
He need the right side, need the left side to work, and the left side need the right side to work. Same motherfucking thing, no matter what.
And you know,
how you look it up.
And you know, and then as a woman, Ms. High Class, you know, I want to ask you this question. You know what I mean? What are some of the things that you would want to see differently, you know what I mean, within your community? You know what I mean? Especially with the brothers, with the children and everything like that, or even far as like when it comes to like the political aspect of things, when these politicians are approaching you and trying to get you to get their vote, what are some of the things you telling them as a young lady in a black community?
I feel like we need to get more involved. I feel like we need to vote. And a lot of my friends personally don't vote, and I be trying to convince them to vote. And I don't
Vote
really
for
believe
who?
in voting because it comes a time where it's like, well, what do my vote count if I'm just one person
Exactly.
and everybody else is voting differently? But hold on, though.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you believe in selling your vote?
No, I never
Why
heard
not?
nothing like that.
What you mean you ain't heard nothing like
Huh?
that? What you mean, huh?
I ain't never,
That's what I'm saying. Y'all know what y'all
I
talking about.
never-
Your vote, you know how much you know how valuable your vote is? They always
Yeah.
ask you to use it, right?
Very. Why you think they beg
I mean,
you
that
for
shit
it?
worth gold. My vote for sale. You want my vote? What the fuck you gonna give me for it? My shit for sale. You ain't give me what the fuck I want. What the fuck should I vote for you?
Yeah, he's making a point with that, and that's what I was at. I think she.
Why would I vote for any of you motherfuckers if you ain't got my interests in mind?
I don't think she kind of got the question. I said, what would be some of the things when these politicians approach you? What would be some of the things would you tell them? What type of changes would you want to see within your community? You know what I mean? What type of things would you want to see done on behalf of black folks?
Hold, not to cut you
What
off,
would you tell
Luxury.
them? Go ahead.
Oh, Miss Boozy, not to cut you off. Make it clear and simple. Cut the fucking check. Fuck the small talk. If you ain't cutting black folks a check, I ain't voting for your fucking ass. I don't give a fuck what the fuck the dollar amount is. Cut a goddamn check and keep cutting it for black folks only. Cause you cut a check for every motherfucking other minority group. Cut a check for us. You ain't cutting a check for us, guess what? We ain't cutting a vote for you, motherfucker. We don't give a fuck what it's about. If it ain't a check for us, you ain't getting a check from us in the ballot box. Period. We ain't vote for none of you motherfuckers. Cut us a check. Nothing less. Ain't nothing less than a goddamn check. The talk is over. A check. That's the only thing that's mandatory. A check. Nothing else.
Yeah,
it's for sale.
And you know why you feel that way though, Case? Because all the shit that you done told and promised me all throughout the years, it never came to light. So at this point,
a check right
to show me that you
now.
serious, I feel you. So at this point, to show me that you serious, cut my people.
Put the money on the wood and it's all good. Period. There's nothing else to talk about. The talk is over. You know what the fuck we want. We want the money. That's it. We don't want nothing else. Give us our money. We go about our fucking business. Give us what we deserve. We deserve every fucking thing. Every motherfucking nickel, every penny, every fucking dime.
Let me ask you this question. I had this question for somebody. What if they offer a form of reparations and giving people land?
Reparations?
Reparations. You know what I'm saying? What if they offer a form of reparations as land instead of money? Would you take the land instead of the money?
As long as I can pick out with the land I want.
So you would take the land over the money?
Of course, because I know that if you tell me I can pick what I want, I'll say just give me the island of Manhattan. That's all. I'll take that.
The island of Manhattan. You want a whole fucking
why not?
world.
Why not? That's small. Look how big the United States is. I just want an island. That's just, come on. That's nothing.
I mean, let's be
that
real.
is nothing.
Let's be real.
I don't hear that shit. That is nothing. Like I said, you got to understand. Who started the economy? Who started the economy of this country? Slave labor, right or wrong?
Yeah, that's the fact.
That means you started from zero, right or wrong?
Right.
That means you owe us every motherfucking thing. I think that's a good down payment. You give me the island, that's a good down payment.
We all know that this country was built off the backs of black folks.
Period.
The economy was created by black folks, because if they were not there working,
so you should let us pick what the fuck we want. Period. There ain't no if, and, or buts about it. At this point, it ain't nothing else to discuss. Cut the goddamn check. Period. When we take our land, give me Manhattan. That's my cut. Whatever, what cut you want? We should just all cut. Yo, no problem. I'll take that now. And I'll be knocking on doors tomorrow morning collecting rent.
He go for the richest borough though.
Ain't one of the richest borough. I'm just saying. I made it simple. I simplified it. All right, give me Brooklyn.
You say the next day, nigga. You go.
I'll be out there collecting rent. I'm out there collecting rent.
How about you, Miss High Class? If they offered you a form of reparations and land instead of money, would you take it?
I'll take some land.
You take some land too? Would you inquire about the type of land that K's is talking about there? Like whole cities and shit.
Yeah, I would definitely because if they're just giving me bullshit, that's not.
But bro, they would have to listen. They would have to give every black person. They would have to get. They would own. Every black person will own a small town.
So what? So motherfucking what?
Easier because when they gonna run out of land. It's a lot of
so motherfucking what? They ain't run out of hanging niggas. So motherfucking what? Cut us the goddamn check. Stop all the bullshit talk and all this fantasy shit. Give us the fuck we deserve. Every damn thing. Fuck it.
And then can't nobody say, well, that's not fair. Nothing has never
so
been
what?
Fair
Wasn't fair for y'all to? It wasn't fair for y'all to steal our race. It wasn't fair for y'all to steal our religion. It wasn't fair for y'all to steal our history. It wasn't fair for y'all to steal our language. It wasn't fair for y'all to steal our culture. Should I keep going on?
Yeah, but.
Ain't no motherfucking buts. You stole everything from us. Fuck that.
Let her
cut
say
the check.
Let her say something, Case. Go ahead, Miss High Class.
What's stopping us from getting our history back? What's stopping us from?
Because we don't own it. We don't own it. We would have to take it.
Stopping us from, huh?
We don't own it. We would have to take it.
You can can buy land now. You can buy houses. You can
You
buy
sound like you
houses.
siding with these motherfuckers. You don't want to take
No,
what's
I'm
rightfully
not
yours.
siding. I'm not siding. I'm not siding. I'm just
You don't want to
saying,
take what's
you gotta
rightfully
be
yours.
logical about this,
That
huh?
is logical. That is logical in my book. You can sit here and lie to us and steal everything. It's logical for you to give it back.
They might run out of land though. United
Let it,
States ain't that
there's
big. It's
volcanoes
a
erupting
lot
all
of
the
people.
time.
He said they might run out of land. But see, this is the thing, though, man. This is not their land, man. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever traced your family roots, Miss High Class?
I haven't, but I want to. I know one of my cousins did,
Now,
and
do
it
you?
goes back to
It goes
okay,
back to
go ahead.
where? It goes back to where? I want to ask you, what country does
Uh
your roots go
uh
back to?
I think Kuta Kinte or something. Some tribe in Africa called Kuta Kinte or something like
She said called Kunta
Kunta
Kinte.
that.
Kinte.
No, you
Yeah,
didn't, yo. Oh, man.
uh, listen, if you go back and do your history, a lot of people, they roots trace right back to here. Indigenous people of the land, Indians, stuff like that.
She
Yeah, there
said
was
trade back to,
travelers. Are
she
you are
said the tribe was
uh,
called Kunta Kinte.
are you hip to the Nile Valley trade?
no,
You're not hip to the Nile Valley trade. Pretty much, that's
no.
niggas was in America before Christopher Columbus.
Long before
Long
that redneck
before
ever came
Christopher
here.
Columbus. You got to check out this shit called Cocaine Mummies. It pretty much was a scientist had
Mhm.
discovered these mummies or whatever the case, and he found cocaine in the hair follicles because hair never dies. They found cocaine in the hair follicles of the mummies, and they was trying to figure out how the fuck did this cocaine get here because coca leaves is not growing in Africa. Nowhere, it's not growing there, which means at some point that these people was over in South America. They were over in Mexico. They was in all the indigenous places. They were trading with them. Gold for corn, tobacco for coca leaves. It was different things they was trading for. And if you go back and look at even more history, you would see that it was black folks in this country trading with the Indians that was here, the indigenous people of the land. Because that's why it kills me when you hear a bunch of white folks say, oh, you need to go back home to wherever you came from. Like, motherfucker, I'm from right here. Where you come from?
Them goddamn caves out there.
Where
The
you come
goddamn
from?
Caucasus Mountains, some goddamn where. That's the fuck they
Now, I
come
know
from.
Indian blood. I got a little bit of French blood in me. I know that for a fact because I trace my roots back. But that's why I feel like a lot of black folks is ignorant to their history and where they come from.
So you a
A lot of
Gore.
them, a lot of
So
them
you
would say,
was a Gore, huh?
a lot of them would say, yeah, man, my people from
Barbaric
Africa.
motherfucker, huh?
Who you talking about, me?
Yeah, nigga, you fucking Gore.
You don't call me no goddamn Gordon.
Yeah, you
A
said
little bit of
French
Creole.
blood. That's a fucking Gore.
Creole, nigga.
It's still a Gore.
Creole, French, black, and Indian. That's whatever you want to call
A
me.
Frenchman is a Gore.
A Frenchman is a gore. I don't know what that is.
That's what it used to be called before it was called France. It was the land of Gores or some shit, or Gulags or some shit like that. I ain't lying, shit. Dead ass serious.
But
before that shit was called France, I know your history on these shits, man. That's what I
plus,
said. A lot of that shit is bullshit. Cause I'll be like, word. They said that. They ain't tell you where that really shit really came from. I'm telling you, it's a lot of scheming and scammers out there when it comes to that shit, yo.
Yeah, but I'm just grateful that I actually had like my elders in the family that kept up with our history. They kept photos.
Shit.
They can say who is who. They're just like when you was telling me, what I thought was amazing, Case, when you said that you said your great grandfather or something owned a busing company.
No.
What was it?
Never said that.
What was it? Who was? What you say?
I said, no, I never said. I said he worked for a transportation company for 64 years, and they dedicated the transportation hub in his name.
Okay.
So they named the transportation center name after him. They named it and they dedicated it after his name. That's all.
Oh, okay.
He ain't never owned it.
But I still thought that was amazing.
Dr. Claude Anderson family owned that company.
Okay. But I still think it's amazing that you can go back and know that history about your people. And I feel like as black folks, like we very, very ignorant to the history of our families. Miss High Class, I mean, besides all of that, do you feel like you need to learn more about your history in order to, because when you learn something about your history, you find out a little bit more about yourself. You get.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it wasn't so lost in like Yeah, I probably should do that. I probably should go to ancestry.com or something like.
No, there's no fuck ancestry. Go find your elders in your family and just talk to them.
Yeah, I just went to my
That's all you
people,
like when
look
y'all
at
had them family
pictures.
reunions. See, people don't realize the importance of that type of shit. When you have family reunions and everything like that, go to
Yeah,
the
but they
elders.
don't go back. I feel like they don't go back far enough.
What do you mean?
Let me ask you a question. How is Ancestry.com going to tell you some information that only your family knows? That don't even make sense.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
they can take us back further from my grandparents. Like my grandparents, both my grandparents was.
You said both your grandparents. Are your grandparents still
How?
Because they have records. The records is in
what?
history.
In whose history?
Our history, our family history, have records since.
How do these people get it? I'm trying to show you how scam artists work.
I guess they made it up since my ancestors were slaves. So I guess they have to go back to when they were slaves. And
who has those records?
That's when they start lying if you want to get taxes.
Yeah, you have to, because I'm trying to show you how these people be scamming niggas out their money.
Ancestry.com. So they gonna just not give me my history because I'm.
They can make up anything they want. How do they know?
That's the whole thing that he's trying to get to. I know for a fact. We tried the Ancestry.com shit, and it was a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, how do they know?
They didn't know what the fuck they was talking about.
They can tell you any motherfucking thing. How do they know?
What you like? I kind of get what she's saying. She don't feel like they go back further enough. But this is the question that I asked for you. Are both of your grandparents still alive, or are they no longer with us?
Yeah, no, they just passed. They just passed. So the only conversations that we had is like. It's like only the history that they know from the time that they was living. So I don't know who my great grandfather is. I don't know.
You know what's crazy? And I even told Luxury, I got a picture of my great grandmother that my aunt sent me. And it was from the turn of the century in the late 1800s going into the 1900s. And my great grandfather, I found out he was born in 1881. I ain't go through no Ancestry.com. I called my relatives in Alabama and started looking. They stared breaking down pictures.
Yeah,
those people who don't know nothing about our peoples that our own family don't know.
What'd you say?
So it goes back to the family being able to keep records.
Yeah, because how's them companies gonna get? All right, I open up a business. I call it Ancestry.com. I'm gonna tell you all your family business. How the fuck do I know? I can tell you any fucking thing. You'll believe me. Why? Because you paid me. And since you paid me, you think everything I'm telling you is right. And I can sit there and tell you any fucking thing. And just sit there, take your last name and say, oh, because your last name came from here and here, you're from this, and this, and that. You don't even know if it's an adopted last name. Don't know if it's a marriage last none of that shit.
Yeah. And that'd be the thing. That's just
Ancestry.com had like hospital records. I thought they was able to connect with hospital records and stuff like that. So that's why.
No, they're not. No. And even hospital records, they don't know. I mean, birth certificates only have one parent.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta understand. It's a scheme and a scam and a plan to get your money and make you believe they're reputable.
It's just like my grandmother, right? She has photo albums, and these photo albums go back to the early 1900s.
Mm-hmm. A lot of black families keep important information inside the Bible. But Bibles.
Yeah, and this the thing though.
That's where the real records is at.
She can go through because her family explained to her what was going on within their family. She can go through each photo and tell me what person it is, what side of the family they're on, where they came from, and everything. She can tell me exactly how our family started.
Nice
pictures, everything, documentation. Like they have that type of stuff, and like I asked those questions, because like. My grandmother has a painting of her parents that somebody did for her, and it's been around since I was a child. And I will always ask her, like, who is that right there? And she would tell me that's my mother and my dad. These are the people that started this side of that started this family right here. They're the matriarchs of this family right here. And she goes on to explain who their fathers was, who their grandmothers was. Like, they know because it was all out of line of communication throughout the years. You know what I mean? The people staying in tune to their people. So, like, yeah, man, that's why I always encourage, like, you know how the older people always say now, like, it's up to y'all to make sure these children know each other and they recognize who their family is. That's the absolute truth. And that's why I'm having this discussion right now because, like, seriously, like, We need to start tapping and staying in tune to who we really are and where we fucking come from. And you might find out a lot of things. And 9 times out of 10, you know what people find out the most? That they from right here in this motherfucking country. Niggas, not all niggas trace back from that boat. You know that, right?
Yeah.
A lot of that shit was bullshit.
A lot of it was bullshit, man. That's why I say all the shit that they taught us in school.
They brought more
it,
white folks over here than boats than niggas. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, and I mean, what do they call that? The Great Atlantic Passage. How many fucking slaves did they say they had on the boat that they brought over here? What was the number that they gave you in school?
It was a fucking lie.
I'm asking her because she was in the earlier crowd. What type of numbers what did they tell you about the North Atlantic slave trade?
Let me see. I remember that. We learned some of the Indians were selling black people or Africans, I should say.
And that was not
and
true.
I learned, I heard we learned
I'm talking about the passage. How many?
They didn't really get in detail. We learned about like ships and the Mayflower and shit like that.
Okay.
And how they was treating them and how did they take care of the slaves and
the Mayflower, that was all white folks. No niggas on the Mayflower.
None at all. See,
no niggas on that boat. That was all the white folks coming over here.
And this the thing though, they tell you that how many cases they said it was over 2 million slaves.
A lie.
Which
that was a lie.
In fact, it wasn't no boat that could hold the capacity of 2 million people on top of the crew, on top of the.
No, wait. Listen. Back then, a boat might have been able to hold maybe 100, maybe 200 people.
I don't even think that many. At
least 100 people though. He right about that. They was stacking them on top of each other, so they was holding up about 100 people per boat.
Man,
you know how long it takes a sailboat? A sailboat. Remember, this boat ain't got no power. How long it take a sailboat to float from Africa to the Americas? You know how many months it takes?
And they gotta hope that the current is pushing. The current is
wave current. Where you gonna fit food, weather, fresh water, sanitation? Remember, there was no such thing as a toilet.
And
where you wiping your ass? Where you shitting?
We actually broke this shit down too. We went and looked up one of the slave ships that they had.
People get so caught up in these white lies that they forget about the thing called common sense. How can you do that today and get away with it? People can't even go to the damn airport and fly an hour away without breaking food and all this and that. So you're going to tell me you was able to control this many thousands of people for 6 months in the open seas? And they weren't trying to kill your motherfucking ass? It was like, yo, fuck that. I'm sick of sitting and shit and piss all fucking day sniffing this shit and these nasty motherfuckers and dead bodies all over the place. Come on, it's a level of insanity. Can you really sit there and truly believe this story? These white folks keep putting their heads about they brought all our people over here in fucking boats. Can you really, and you can sit here and watch television today and see people spazzing the fuck out on a damn airplane for 25 minutes and they can't hold their melon? Come on, yo.
Bro, hold up,
this cracker have niggas brain washed. Period. Where niggas won't even think correct, won't even sit there and just have reasonable thought. Like, think about it. Here's a company that they don't know shit, but they could tell me about my own family from 100 years ago. How the fuck is that possible? If you know the knowledge on even the census records, even the census records, you're not the newest census you can see right now is from the 1950s because they only allow you to see the census from 70 years ago. So you can only trace the census right now from the 1950s. In 1890, there was a fire that burnt 80% of the census. That's what I'm saying. If you know this much knowledge, you already know Ancestry.com is full of shit. Okay, just off knowing that fact. And this is shit you can look up. Look at the census of 1890 or 1900s burned in a fire. All the records gone and destroyed, burned. So how the fuck did this company come out of nowhere, no shit beyond that point? You have to deal with family records and within your family. Because like I said, a lot of people, when the kids is born, they go into the Bible and announce their birth in the Bible. They'll put it in the middle of the Bible. They'll write announcement, birthdays, boom, 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 boom. And a lot of times, if you go to a family Bible, you'll see all the proper dates for who was born on what date.
Wait. Now, we talking about weight and everything, right? Let me pull up this one picture real quick. I'm on the intermission screen. This, you mean to tell me it was even hundreds of people on this ship right here? You see the way that ship leaning in the water? Now we talking about. They say they had hundreds upon hundreds of people on the bottom of this ship. How many people you think is sitting on the top of this fucking ship? And this is pretty much a sailboat in the Atlantic Ocean. That's now we do know the waters is way more treacherous than the ocean, right? We do know that, right? Cause you do understand.
We know that. We
The
know
ocean
that.
waters
We
is
know
way
that.
more treacherous and shit, right? I just wanted to pull up these pictures of this bullshit of these boats, and I be trying to challenge people to tell me what make you think that millions of niggas was on these boats, even if they had multiple boats, and sailed over here and bought people here. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. I look at this shit. The more and more I look at,
So y'all don't believe slaves came over here on ships.
We didn't say that.
we don't believe the amount that they said they bought over here. That's what we saying. We don't believe that amount came over here because at one point in time they stopped the Atlantic slave trade because the slaves that they was supposedly bringing over from Africa, they wasn't with that shit. They was rebelling and they was running down to Florida. That's where the Black Seminoles came from, because the Spaniards owned Florida at one particular point in time, and they told the blacks, you can live here, just protect your land from these motherfuckers. Help us fight these motherfuckers and protect our property. And y'all can all live here in harmony. That's where the Black Seminoles come from. That's why you have a lot of black people. That's where a lot of black people that's indigenous to the land come from. And I be trying to explain that to people. Are you familiar with the Moors? Miss High Class, are you there? Yo, Miss High Class.
Yeah.
Are you familiar? Yeah, you familiar with the Moors?
Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with the Moors. My uncle was talking about the Moors.
Now you know the Moors was some of the first people to come over here. Moor is a Moor is a navigator. They're actually, what was the guy's name, Case? The Moor that bought Christopher Columbus over here, because you got to understand, all that Thanksgiving bullshit in Christopher Columbus. You know, Christopher Columbus and that whole ship was a ship full of criminals that the Queen of England said, y'all can go anywhere, just get these motherfuckers the fuck up out of my country. And they hired a Moor. What was his name? Cesar Alonso Pena. It was some crazy shit. He showed them how to get over here, because guess what? Before then, ain't no pale face travel over here. You know that, right?
Yeah.
There was no pale faces that traveled over here. It was all indigenous people. We talking about Africans. They even was talking about the Arabics at some point in time had traveled over here, right, Case?
Yeah, all them motherfuckers.
Everybody traveled over here. My whole point is, when we had a show on this. Everywhere white folks go, they're just destruction. It's blood. It's bullshit. It's lies. It's manipulation. They destroy the land. They destroy the animals of the land. Like how many like national animals that was from this country that's extinct? Ain't the bison one of them, Case?
No, they coming back.
You say they coming back, the bison?
Yeah, they repopulate.
Yeah, hopefully.
Kill them all.
Hopefully, but they damn near extinct. Pretty much. Fuck up the air. You don't see niggas fucking up the air. You don't see niggas killing off shit. Niggas used to do shit like this. The Indians and shit, they used to preserve. They was conservative people. They know they can only kill so many buffalo because the buffalo got a mate in the off season for more buffalo to be there. It's a circle of life thing, though. Let me ask you this question, though. Case, do you think that white folks respect the cycle of life?
Hell no.
Why is that?
They kill for sport. That's enough said right there.
How about you, Miss High Class?
What was the question again?
I said, do you think that white folks respect the cycle of life? Well, I'm not just gonna say white folks. Do you think human? Let me ask you. Let me clarify a little bit. Do you think human beings respect the cycle of life?
No, I feel like in today's age we don't respect living at all. There's so many people dying. People die over little things like.
You said white folks.
No, I don't think they respect life, man. Because if they did, we wouldn't argue and fight about the things that we do fight about, like race.
What do you mean
It shouldn't
race?
even be a topic. I feel like the way we would get rid of race is just stop talking about it.
That's
How
not
could
gonna happen.
that's not gonna happen? I can agree with you. You
Yeah,
know,
no,
you
that can never happen because I'm gonna still teach my daughter that we used to be slaves and they did this and the third to us, and
All she gotta do is go to the
I'm gonna
corner
tell her that the
store.
Moors had white slaves too, though. So I
you,
mean, shit,
you said the
it all
more.
depends on what time frame that you living in.
I'm gonna put it to
You
you like
can't forget
this:
the
as
history.
far as racism, this is my thing. What I say about this, and this is why I tell white folks why I disagree with them on so much. Because I'm like, y'all motherfuckers will claim that y'all know some shit is wrong, see some shit is wrong, but y'all won't check that shit in. I'm like, the best way to check in racism is to check your peoples when you see them being racist. You understand what I'm saying? You don't see them
It's in
doing
the
that.
law.
You want me to tell you why
It's
they don't
in
do
the
that?
law, G.
You
It's
want me
in
to
the
tell you
law.
why they don't do that?
It's in the
Because they'll be giving up
Constitution.
their privilege. If they say something about it, they giving up their privilege to a certain degree. They're going to be looking at you like, whose side are you on, pretty much. That's the way they operate. Not all of them. I always say this all the time. We put up the definition of racism. Do you know what the definition of racism is?
The definition of racism is discriminating against somebody that's not of your liking, basically. Like, I'm gonna say it like that.
Case? And you care to tell her what the definition of racism is?
One that cares about his or her own race.
So y'all got two definitions, which
No, that's the definition that's in the fucking
Yeah, because
dictionary.
you got the basic definition, but it gets deeper than that. Like some people is racist because I mean it goes further than just color. It
I
goes
didn't say, did I
deeper
say
into
that? I said the definition is one who cares about his or her race.
mm-hmm.
That's the definition. I ain't making it up. That's exactly what it is. Everybody makes out and adds shit that has nothing to do with it.
We actually looked up the definition. We got multiple definitions behind it. He's absolutely right about that definition. And this is another question I want to ask you. You know what I mean? You don't have to agree with it, but I like to have this open dialogue about it. Do you think black folks can be racist?
yes,
Why?
because some black people think that because they're black they just so special because they black. Like I'm God.
That's not.
God favored me because I'm black.
That has nothing to do with it. He asked you.
I just said, do you feel
How,
it?
I said black people can be racist because, well, if your definition of racist is that they just think their own race is superior, then some black people think that way. They just think that they was chosen by God and that all other races is trash. That's racist.
I don't feel like other races is trash or nothing like that.
No, I'm not calling you racist,
No,
but I'm just
I'm just
saying.
saying I wouldn't. I put it to you like this, man. Do I have resentment towards white folks? Yes, I do. That's only because I know the history. I know the bloodshed. I know the twisted lies and manipulation. I know the thievery. I've known everything that these folks done touched their hands. Let me put it to you like this. Everything that we done created, they done stole from us. Every which way you turn, these people have been trying to keep us down. Redlining. Do you know it was deeds that white folks signed back in the day? In their deeds, they put do not sell to coloreds. You know that, right? Which meant that niggas couldn't buy in certain areas, which kept us confined to one particular area. So what did they do? They took the black fathers out of those areas, drove the property value down, put niggas in projects. 20 years later, 30 years later, here we are. They didn't rebought those same areas that they tore the property value down on, which niggas had, and they should have took pride in it. They brought the property value down on it, bought it for a little bit of nothing. Now niggas can't afford to even live there. This particular group of people, not just here, but around the world, has been oppressing people for centuries. Centuries. Look around the world. Where do you see black folks in power at? Yo, you still there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, you was breaking up.
No, I said around the world, where do you see black folks in power at?
Yep.
Look around the world. Where's black folks in power at? I don't know if she's still there. Miss High Class, you
Yeah,
still
we
there?
broke up again. Like I might have to leave and come back out. I might have to
Huh? You
leave
say
and
what?
come
No,
back
I
in.
can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, no, this was the question that I said. I said, like, I do have a certain level of
Oh
resentment.
my goodness. Every time you said I said, it's like it's going out.
I don't know
Every
what that
time.
is. I don't know what that is. Leave and come back in. I don't know what that is. And
All right,
I'm
all
gonna
right.
just
I'm
keep
gonna leave
saying a
and come
couple
back in.
things. But yeah, man, everywhere, like K's, man, you had this discussion. You already know, so I don't really have to have it like this. I don't have to dive into detail with you, but you know, all around the world, who has been an oppressed people, K's?
Come on, man. I don't even want.
I know. You know, I was just
It's
trying
like
to.
it's like a broken record at this point, man. Listen, if you want to be enslaved, let them be enslaved. They're happy being slaves. Fuck 'em. I don't care anymore, B.
You know,
It's
I was just
pointless.
breaking it down for the sister to try to.
They don't want to. Listen. They want to stay stuck on ignorant. Fuck it. Let them stay stuck on ignorant. I ain't got time to teach you niggas no more. It's depression that motherfuckers just want to be satisfied with being what they are. So fuck it. They don't want to excel. Let them sit there where they sit. Let them complain in their own misery. Let them be deaf, dumb, and blind. What's the point?
Nigga, you sound low now,
I did my
nigga.
job.
Your energy is low. You sound low, bro.
I'm high as hell, and I'm not really caring about these niggas. They want to just be what they want to be. They want to be deaf, dumb, and blind. Fuck it. Let them be that. Why bother?
Miss
Why
High
cater to them?
Class.
Why?
Miss High Class, you back?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Niggas want to be on a level of
Now
bullshit.
this was the question that I was trying to get out to you. Like me and K's that had this discussion millions and millions of times, and we didn't broke it down. But I'm just trying to break it down to you to try to like inform you a little bit about what's happening in the world, everywhere around the world, right? What race of people is being oppressed everywhere around the world? Where do you see black folks in power at?
Where do I see black people empowered at?
Yeah, where you see them in power at? Where do you see where they controlling some shit? Where do you see where black folks is running some shit and is actually beneficial?
Africa.
Africa. You know the Chinese.
Yeah.
You know that it's a lot of Chinese in Africa,
mean,
right?
Africa, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Cause I don't consider myself racist, and I don't think that black people is superior from another race. So I feel like people that are mostly being discriminated against is black people and Asians.
Is being discriminated against.
Because
Let me ask you this. You
because
do
a lot
know.
of people don't like Asians. A lot of people don't like Asians.
Let me ask you this. You do know. I'm not saying I don't like Asians. You know what I mean? Like I like all people. If you're about the right thing, I rocks with you. When you full of shit, I call it out. But let me tell you one thing about Asians and shit. When you come over here and shit, right? When they come over here, you could be born and raised here. They come over here and they got way more benefits than what you got. They got as a matter of fact, they way far ahead of you before they even get started. You want me to tell you why? They come over here, they don't pay taxes for about 7 years for one. They get a free education. I even think they offer them like free living or some crazy fucking shit. And this is what this is why K's has a problem with what they do. Because a lot of them come over here, they build their wealth, and then they take their asses back home. This the thing. We can't build our wealth and go back home. Because our home is right here. You understand what I'm saying? What is that?
I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily being racist. And then think about this. When you go in the Chinese store to go get your hair or when you go get your nails done and shit, do you think they having a pleasant conversation about you?
Damn, no, I ain't never thought about that.
I don't
So
know
you
why.
saying they racist?
Hey.
You see a soul food restaurant in Chinatown?
Right. Do you see what nigga store do you see in Chinatown? What black establishment do you see in Little Italy? What black establishment do you see in any other neighborhood? Even Puerto Ricans on the west side, West 25th over there. How much nigga shit do you see going on over there? West 44th. That's all Puerto Rican shit. You don't see nigga shit over there.
Yeah.
It make you really think about that shit, right? As a matter of fact, we gonna come shut up shop and y'all shit and not give a fuck, and we go home away from this shit where we know y'all black asses ain't gonna follow us to. I hate to break shit down like that, but that's the way it is. You know what I mean? You think them Arabs and shit, though? You think them Arabs, like, think highly of you?
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like they got racist towards Asians because of the pandemic, right?
Because of the pandemic?
Yeah.
And man,
You believe all them lies and white folks out there.
man, you got to pay attention, sweetheart. Like, I'm just trying to open your eyes to some things. Like, you got to really pay attention to this shit. This shit deeper than rap, G. It's way deeper than rap, man. And niggas is so lost in the sauce and this media and this propaganda.
You think them people feel sorry for niggas?
Yeah, they not even worried about you. They worried about their own.
Have sympathy. Oh, why you talking about them people like that? Why you talking about fuck all them motherfuckers? And guess what? They say the same shit about you niggas.
They don't give a fuck about what's going on.
Come to your neighborhood 9 o'clock in the morning, throw rice until 9 o'clock at night, and take all the money home. And you niggas can't go over there and sell a candy bar in they fucking neighborhood.
They won't support it. They would support it.
Girl Scout cookies.
They would support it.
You'll get your ass in front of my door.
They would not support it.
On your ass.
They would not support it. That's like you say, open a soul food joint or open a barbecue joint in Chinatown. How many Chinese motherfuckers you think gonna come in there? How many Asian people do you think gonna patronize your establishment in their community? No, we talking about Asians right now. I wanted to hear Ms. High Class. I want to hear what she got to say about this. How many of those Asians do you think is gonna patronize your soul food or barbecue joint in their neighborhood?
I feel like it's gonna be a lot of them, but hopefully it's some of them that's gonna go in there and try the food too.
Man,
I don't know what I'm thinking.
You don't know. You sit here trying to side from. All right, you go to McDonald's.
I go to McDonald's
How many times you seen a Chinese motherfucker online standing next to you at McDonald's?
a couple of times.
You said a couple
Shocking.
times.
Yeah, McDonald's is not a black franchise. It's not a black-owned establishment anyway.
No, I'm just saying
Yeah,
though.
but I mean, that's a hard.
What about your soul food restaurant? How many Chinese people seen your soul food restaurant?
I'm serious.
Laughing now, huh?
No, I'm just for real. They would not patronize your shit. As a matter of fact, they
go to McDonald's because they'll own a McDonald's. What about that soul food restaurant?
As a matter of fact, they gonna try to run your ass up out of there.
But see, I don't get out that much either, so it might be people out there that's going to soul food restaurants.
Now you going by might. Now you going by. I said when you go in that motherfucker.
It ain't that many
You
times
go in
that I
there.
go in there, but I'd be surprised.
I don't
if
care.
I
When you
saw
go in
it.
there, is there a Chinaman in there ordering some goddamn goat? Or ordering some goddamn
I
pig
seen a
feet?
white person in the
I ain't say no
Jamaican
white
spot.
folks. I ain't say no white folks. I said Chinaman. There ain't nothing about no white folks.
Have you seen
White folks only goddamn weird.
Have you seen an
White folks don't
Arabic?
care.
Have you seen an Arabic person in the motherfucking Jamaican spot? Have you seen an Arabic person at the barbecue spot? Let me put it to you like this.
Don't be a person to make excuses because you don't go out. Don't even use that as an excuse.
put it to
When
you
you
like
do
this.
go out, you don't see the motherfuckers.
Let me. You eat Kim's wings, right?
Yeah.
You eat open pit, right?
No, I never been to open pit.
Well, you eat Kim's wings. How many Chinese people you done seen over in Kim's wings? How many Arabic motherfuckers you done seen over in Kim's wings?
Licking barbecue sauce off their fingers.
How
and
many?
shit.
I just want to know how many you done seen there. And this some of the best barbecue in the city.
I only been there a couple of times.
Then a couple
too, though,
times you see a
so-
Chinaman in there.
Did you see a Chinaman in there? That's
Yeah,
what
I
he
never
asking.
seen nobody that's Asian or Chinese in there.
Uh-huh. Why? Because they ain't supporting that
They
shit.
not supporting that shit. That's the thing.
They
Like,
cooking their own dog and cat somewhere else.
Case, you stay in New York City, in Chinatown. When you go to Chinatown, what do all you see? Chinese businesses, right?
That's all you see if you can read that shit.
Go to
All you
niggas'
see.
neighborhood. How many different nationalities in their businesses is going to exist in the black community?
Everything but a nigga.
But people don't look at
Everything
that and don't
but a
find
nigga.
nothing wrong.
Wait, hold on.
Huh?
You said everything but a nigga?
But a nigga.
But a nigga. And
I
do you
go
want to
give me
know what's
some-
even more fucked up? If it is a nigga shit, niggas is gonna post up in front of his shit like it's theirs because that's they boy trying to rob the spot and doing all types of other fucked up shit instead of supporting they boy. It's like the conversation that we had before. If a brother in the hood opened up a spot like Walmart, it sold the same exact products that Walmart sold, it just was a different name. Do you know niggas would still take their black asses to Walmart?
Yeah.
They would go straight to Walmart. Let's take shoes as an example. Let's make that an example. A nigga come out with a shoe that's just like Jordan's. It may be better than a fucking Jordan. But niggas is not going to buy that shit. They still going to buy the Jordan. Because niggas is brainwashed. Niggas is into brands. They into all of the wrong fucking shit that holds no fucking value. But like I said, when it's a brother in the hood that has a business that holds some type of value, they do everything they can to tear down and hate on him. And you know, I hate to talk about my people like that, but that's the way it is. Every other nationality can come set up in your community, set up shop and make money all fucking day long. But your own kind can't do that shit. And let me tell you something. You can't go back to you can't go to them other nationalities, neighborhoods and set up shop and make money all fucking day. They will not allow that shit. But niggas, we welcome into everything. Yeah, you can come over here and sell all this fake ass prosthetic hair to these bitches over here and all these fucking fucked up ass hair products that's fucking up women hair, black women hair that don't belong in their motherfucking hair. You can come do that. You can come sell fake ass fried rice and chicken to niggas all day long.
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
Okay, so since you're saying that, and I think personally that other races support each other differently than black people do.
They support
Is that a good
themselves.
reason? Is that a good reason?
What you say? You went out right there, sweetheart.
Wait. I'm breaking up, you said?
No, you went out on that one part. What you saying?
Okay, so my question to you was, so do you think that other races support each other differently than black people do?
Of course they support their own.
Okay, so hold on. Now my next question after that is, do that give them a right to feel privileged over another race because they support each other differently? Because if I went out and said that, oh, I wanna be mayor and I ain't never studied or nothing, whatever, and how many people you really think will be like supporting me before they support a white person because they brainwashed? Like, I just feel like it comes down to the point where black people should just support each other better, and that's how white people got to where they was at.
You want me to tell you why?
If a white person, huh?
Listen, I get what you're saying. My whole point about that question is that those people support their own. Let me tell you something, and I got him in the title. Kanye West. Kanye West ran for president. How many of you niggas supported Kanye West?
I did.
I supported too.
How many people supported that brother? And he ain't crazy either. I don't give a fuck what you niggas talking about. He's not crazy. Watch that Drink Champs interview. The man has $6 billion. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. And it's not just because he rich. He didn't experience some shit that niggas will never experience. He done been in front of people that niggas will probably never be in front of. That is your representation right there, but niggas too dumb to see that. Or he's crazy because you want me to tell you why? We listen to the media. We listen to all this propaganda on the news that's telling us that this brother is crazy. This brother is on meds and all of this other shit. But they fail to tell you that this dude is one of the richest black men on the fucking planet. He ain't that damn crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Yo. Mm-hmm. Somebody just sent me a message. I wonder who that is sending me a message right now. But I want to ask you, did you hold on. I want to ask you, would you have supported Kanye West? Your brother.
I supported Kanye.
Huh?
I supported Kanye, and I keep telling people the only thing that was stopping him because he had money, and people was like, well, I would have voted for Kanye too if he would have had commercials. I'm like, what commercials got to do with?
Commercials got to do with? You know, niggas run and see stupid ass niggas. Leave niggas
alone,
man.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, no, that's
alone, man. The more niggas you can get rid of, the better your life will be.
petition. He had to get a petition signed to even consider him as a president or something like that. Like, and then people wasn't signing the petition, and he was passing it around. I wish he would have came down here. Like, he was passing around the petition, and he didn't get enough votes, and that's what stopped him from actually running to be a part of the run.
What's happening? What's
And
happening?
a lot of people don't know that.
We got my brother Darrell Cheney. He wanted to pop on here. What's going on, big dog?
What's happening, man? Fuck Facebook. Let's start it off like that. I'm sorry I didn't mean to interrupt you, miss, but fuck Facebook. Continue, though.
Go ahead. What they block you, man, for saying hoe in the chat, nigga?
Man, oh my God, nigga, this so motherfucking sensitive. If I see a dick in the booty ass nigga, they be like, they praise that shit. I'll probably get awards for that shit. Corny ass motherfuckers.
Now, I mean, did you care to elaborate on the topic that we're talking about right now? Let me ask you this. Brian Pumper. I'm gonna call you that tonight, though, nigga, so we keep your name concealed and shit. Yeah, let me ask you this, bro. Would you would have voted for Kanye? Did you support Kanye
Hell yeah,
West?
nigga, what the fuck you mean?
Yes. What was your reason for supporting Kanye West? Keep it real.
Let me explain something to you, man. This nigga makes beats, and he's worth 80 billion.
Not
No
80,
matter
6
how
6
crazy
billion.
that nigga
6
is.
billion.
Huh?
6 billion, not 80.
8, 6. We ain't even touching a billion, nigga. Fuck you mean?
It's something that brother know that we don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's something that brother know that we don't know. That brother,
he know how to pimp them white folks out they fucking money, nigga.
Preach.
That nigga went to, bro, I remember when the nigga said, I forgot who offered him such kind of money, but them top designers was like trying to offer that nigga pennies, and he was like, you know what? It's cool. I'm gonna be worth more than all of y'all one day. And look at him, nigga. I bet Ralph Lauren ain't making $8 billion.
Man,
nigga.
this brother,
I bet that nigga ain't worth no $8 billion, nigga.
No, he's not. We was talking about this earlier today. Do you know Kanye West is trying to go public, like his name? He wants to take himself public and put himself on the stock market. He wants niggas to bet on him.
As he's supposed to, bro. He owns damn near all the Gap. He owns his own clothing line, and the shoes he gets, the shoes he makes, no matter how ugly motherfuckers think they is,
People
they
buy
sell out
him.
in minutes every time.
People buy him. And this is my thing, man.
Fuck you mean I'm buying them?
This is my thing, but you got these goofy ass niggas out here. This is why I felt him. You know he called Big Sean and John Legend sellouts on Drink Champs, right? And
he called Big Sean and who else?
John Legend sellouts.
He also called Just Blaze a fake.
Yeah, he said he was a copycat. That's what he said. He said, I go in.
That's fake, ain't it?
Yeah, pretty much. And he said some shit about Talib Kweli too. But that's why I put this in there.
He better take that disrespect somewhere else. Talib Kweli paved the way for your goofy ass.
No, he didn't. I don't know he didn't. No, he didn't. That's not true.
How do
That's
you
not
feel
true.
that way, bro?
That's
How do
not
you
true.
feel that
That's
way?
not true. K's know about all that Chicago shit. Talib Kweli did not pave the way for Kanye West, brother.
Bro, he laid the pavement down for a lot of these rappers, bro. He might not be the best rapper, but he was out before all of them niggas. Niggas was following Talib Kweli before Kanye, bro.
Yeah, they was, but Talib Kweli has never been. He's never been the caliber of Kanye West, bro. Let's be honest.
And, verse for verse.
But the reason why we not even talking about music. We talking about how black folks don't know.
Mogul wise?
No, listen.
Mogul wise, you know what they're with him? He probably got as much money.
Who?
You know what they're with him?
Who?
50 Cent, nigga.
50 Cent ain't got as much money as Kanye. 50 got bread. Okay, so you think 50 Cent got about as much money as Kanye West? I don't think so.
He up there.
I don't even think he close. You hear me say $6 billion, bro? You know, I don't think Puff got $1 billion.
Rapper-wise, niggas who got businesses and shit. Besides Jay-Z. Jay-Z up there, too. But we talking about niggas that you ain't expect to have that much money. 50 Cent up there.
He got money, bro, but he ain't got no Kanye West money.
Man,
Kanye, this is what Kanye West said. He said he put Jay-Z, Travis Scott, Pusha T, and Kim Kardashian in a text chat, and told them all, I'm worth more money than all of y'all combined in this group chat right now.
Drake was in there too.
Huh? Drake, yeah, Drake.
Drake.
But he pretty much told him I'm worth more than all of y'all combined in this trap,
As
in this chat right
he's
now.
supposed to. But I listen, motherfuckers be sleeping on Travis Scott. Even with the catastrophe, bro. Speaking of that, we can talk about that in a conversation later on in the show. But I know some details because you know I'm down here in Houston, and one of the motherfuckers that I work with went to the motherfucking concert. But we'll continue with this subject.
Yeah, but we just was pretty much saying how black folks is ignorant to the fact that when we actually got somebody who can represent us in front of these white folks who got the money and the power to say certain shit. Because if you pay attention to Kanye West, right, if you pay attention to him these days, he's saying whatever the fuck he want to say. He don't give a shit about people talking about he off his meds. Why you saying he off his meds? Why we saying he off the meds? Why does the meds have to do anything with
because
this whole?
When Kanye West is on the meds, Kanye West acts like a ghost, like he don't want nobody to see him, my nigga. And that's how the society wants you to be, bro. But however, when that nigga off the meds, that's the real Kanye. That's the uncut Kanye. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I agree with you. But see, that's my thing. That's my thing with this is my thing with niggas. This is my thing with niggas. They will make niggas believe that the brother is crazy. And he don't know what the fuck he's talking about, and he's insane. But I'm like, how can you say this nigga crazy? You don't know what the fuck he knows something we don't know. He got more money than all y'all niggas that's calling him crazy right now. Because you'll
never know how his mama losing his mama hit him neither. That shit probably hit him tough, bro.
Yeah. I mean, anybody. I lost my mom. I know how tough it would hit. I know how it changes you, bro. It changes you in a lot of fucking ways. But I'm talking about
some people don't bounce back from that shit, bro. Or they bounce back, but they ain't the same person because mama not here. You feel me?
But see, far as Kanye West go, Kaze was kind of explaining this to me earlier about that history of Chicago. Kaze, you care to touch on it a little bit more about because you was telling me like you don't understand. So like, could you touch on that a little bit more, bro? I feel like that'd be something good for people to like you share that with folks.
I'm just saying when Gangsta Disciples flipped the GD to growth and development, that's exactly what it was. A lot of niggas ain't in tune with that because they on goofy shit. But they had aldermen, they voted in Mayor Harold Washington. He was the first black mayor of Chicago. That was the gangsters that did that shit. So they always had political power since the 80s. You know what I'm saying? He just motherfuckers bring it back to light because a lot of niggas be on that bullshit, you know, sucker shit and bitch shit. And being, you know, worried about what the fuck he crazy this and that. Why? Because he telling y'all to kiss his black ass. I'm crazy too. Right. I'm first tell you, motherfucker, I ain't got no goddamn sense. Don't give a fuck about none of you motherfuckers. First motherfucker. But I think it's insanity. This is when the real insanity pop in. When you get up every day and go make somebody else rich, make somebody else's family live comfortable. You ain't think about doing it for yourself. I think that's crazy. But that's just me.
Hey, man. You got a point there. I just feel like the whole moral of this is like we need to support our own, bro. And I was just trying to break that down to her about how all these different nationalities, they look out for their own. We the only group of people who don't look out for our own. We don't support our own. We don't big up our own, bro. Like it's like we go shop with everybody else and we praise everybody else and beg the motherfucking white people. But like we got to get out of that mentality, man. You know, that's why I talk about.
Okay, cool. I hear you, Lux. I hear what you're saying. We need to start talking with our own people. But our own people need to get that shit together too, nigga.
Yeah, we talk about we the main ones that talk about that shit. Like me and Kay say, we talk about niggas more than we talk about these white folks.
But however, the white folks got them prices that them niggas don't got, my nigga. That's a fact.
You going in and out, punk. You going in and out, bro.
I said them white folks got products for cheaper than niggas though, bro. That's just the fact of the situation, bro. That's why niggas don't want to shop with niggas, because white folks will give you a deal. Niggas not giving you nothing. They want all they change as they supposed to.
Man, I wouldn't, but you see, you know what that come from, bro. You know how far behind black folks is, bro.
And that's because we don't look out for ourselves, like you said. That's like, including the store owner that you go in there and be like, look, I only got $3. Then A-Rap's going to be like, all right, we'll take the $3. The next time you see us, give us our other $1. That nigga going to be like, nah, bro, I don't got it, nigga.
But shit, nigga, you want all your money up front, right?
And I understand
when
that, but them A-Rap's
where you bought the product, did you tell them, look, I'll give you this and give you the other half back? Hell fucking no.
I'm not saying the other half, but if you $1 short, them A-Raps is going to be okay with it. Them niggas is not going to be okay with it.
Hey man, you can't knock them for wanting their money, bro.
And you can't knock a nigga for going
And you know my
shit.
mentality. You know what my mentality be, and it really be true. You wouldn't do the Arabs like that, but you would come do. You expect me to do this for you, right? Because I look like you.
No, I'm not expecting you to do nothing. Sometimes I fall short. Them
I
Arabs
understand.
don't
I'm
look
not
out
that
for
type
me,
of
man.
nigga. I
I've had
understand
Arabs
you.
look out for me multiple times.
I look. I'm not that type of nigga. I understand you $1, you 50 cents. Sure, oh man, go ahead, man. Whatever. You
Right,
understand me?
but a lot of niggas ain't like that, bro. Because they don't like to look out for their own kind. That's
And
a
no,
fact,
I
bro. You just said it.
understand why they be like that though, bro. Because it be like that to where a nigga feel like he can lowball you, but you ain't trying to lowball these white folks, or you ain't trying to lowball this Chinese dude, or you ain't trying to lowball this Russian dude, or whatever nationality it is. You ain't trying to
Man, I'm
lowball them,
lowballing
but
all.
you gonna
I'm
lowball
lowballing
me.
all colors, nigga. I'm
That's why.
lowballing all colors.
That's why niggas. That's why I'm just telling you the psyche of niggas and why they feel that way, especially when they go into business, bro. Because it's like
Hey, and we
you're
understand
not
that, but you
negotiating
might
with these motherfuckers, but you negotiating with me because I look like you. Why don't you just spend the money like you would spend over there? That's the point.
I'm totally opposite. I don't give a fuck what color you look like. I'm shooting my shot on everything, nigga. Oh, this 50. Oh, look, oh, what's up? I got 40.
I feel you.
This 65. I'm looking like I want to
But
pay
I feel you.
55
Most of
today.
the time, let me tell you this. Most of the time with the other nationalities, bro, they have a set price, and they want that set price.
No, I'd have been in the multiple Arab Chinese stores, nigga. If
You
you
talk
got
about
cash,
some
you make
hood
that
shit.
cash out.
You talk about some hood shit though.
That's okay. In real estate, I got a set price.
You feel me? You got a
The
set
motherfuckers
price.
call me all the time. Oh, we're investors. I say, yeah, me too. Huh? Yeah, me too.
And you tell them
Well,
what
we
you
was
want,
thinking
and you
about-
don't want a dime less or a dime more. If you told a motherfucker you want 300,000, you want 300,000, you don't want 299,000. Right or wrong?
Exactly.
Give me
That
mine.
Arab is giving you that deal for the 299,000 because they already know
Well,
they
guess
making it.
what? That Arab can keep his shit.
And that Arab is gonna get my 299,000. I mean, I might have to fix a pipe or something here, but shit, I got that extra
Yes,
$1,000.
and guess what I'm gonna do? Still sell mine for 700.
Damn. Oh, so you jumped from the 3 to 7.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did
For
went
the
all the
inflation.
way.
They the one that said 3. I never said 3.
This nigga did quadruple the price.
I set my own. You damn right. Because if you calling me, I must got something you want. I got something you want. It's worth more than what you telling me.
This nigga selling a half a project house for 700,000.
Damn right. Goddamn right. If you calling me, that means it's worth more than it's worth more to you than it is to me. So guess what? I'm gonna sell it to your ass just the same.
Right, but this is my point though about
That's
how a
business.
nigga he would really go shop with somebody else for that fucking $100 because it's $100 short.
Hey, that $100 in your pocket though, my nigga. And that Arab was looking out at that present moment.
So
you got my
like
deal.
I'm
I mean,
saying,
if you come
so
in
like
my
I'm
price,
saying,
you got my
go.
deal.
I'm just saying, so you go lowball a brother, but you go get in what they want.
How am I giving them what they want if I come in at a certain price and they say, all right, we can't do that, but we can do you this? What?
Man,
Why would I not? And
I'm
it's
just saying,
nothing
I'm
like
just
that.
making a
Why
point.
not?
I'm just making a point how niggas try to lowball other niggas, but they don't have no problem spending that money
You gotta
with them
say
other
if
motherfuckers,
niggas is
bro.
you gotta say if niggas is lowballing other niggas, you gotta put it as a nationality because niggas lowball a nationality. Nigga, I lowball niggas, white folks, Arabs, Chinese folks.
Cheap
I
ass nigga.
lowball
Cheap ass
everybody.
nigga. Cheap
Nigga,
ass
I'm trying to
nigga.
get
Always looking for a deal
what
and
the
shit.
hell?
Always looking for a deal and shit. Cheap ass nigga.
Hey,
Go ahead though.
definitely, nigga, what the hell? Bro, that ain't how you live life. If you ain't out here, if you paying top dollar for everything, motherfucker, you might as well put a fucking dunce sign on your fucking forehead and say, hey, I got a bank account full of fucking cash. Come get me.
But
Nah.
I thought
Exactly
some
how I
of
talk
that
to my
had to do
investors
with
when they call
name
me.
brand.
What you say, Miss High Class?
I thought some of that had to do with name brand. Like before, because I buy Gucci shit, I buy Aeropostale and all that other shit. But if I wanted to get some Louis
Me too.
Vuitton and a nigga ain't selling Louis Vuitton, I ain't gonna. If I'm going out to get Louis Vuitton, I'm not just. I mean, how many niggas just selling Louis Vuitton right now?
There ain't
Facts.
too many niggas
Ain't-
selling Louis
ain't no-
Vuitton.
ain't one
let me
nigga
ask
selling Louis
Let me
Vuitton.
ask you this question though. And this
Unless
gonna sound
they
question.
follow
Okay,
the Chinese.
so say if like your homie or something, right? He came up with some shit like Louis Vuitton, but his shit was a little bit better, and he put the price the same as Louis Vuitton. Who you going to shop with?
That nigga ain't accredited yet.
Hold
I'm just
on now,
asking.
because Louis Vuitton. Listen,
Ain't
Louis
accredited.
Vuitton
Hear
is not
this
going
shit?
to just
Not
Right.
wear
accredited by
tears.
white folks. Hear this shit?
Because
Who
yeah,
accredited
I'm
they
gonna
white
missing the
explain
point.
my. I'm gonna
They
explain
missing the
my
point. They missing the
so you
point
can
of
hear it
bigging
too.
their own
Nigga, I'm gonna
people
listen
up,
to the
bro.
lady then.
You missing the point of bigging your own people
Hey,
up. But go
man, why you
ahead.
having a conversation with
No, I'm
niggas?
listening
Man,
to the
niggas
lady because I'm gonna
understand that
explain
shit.
my way.
What'd you say, Brian? What'd you say, Brian Pumper?
I said I'm gonna listen to the lady, but I'm gonna explain my way so motherfuckers they don't think that I'm stupid out here.
Oh,
But
go ahead.
continue.
Go ahead, Miss High Class.
I forgot what I was saying. I asked my question and y'all started answering. I didn't get no answer because everybody was talking at once.
Hey, it's that reefer. That's it. But
Oh no, that's what I was saying. I just remembered. Yeah, I just remembered too. But everybody high. I remember like Gucci bags and shit like that. You know, you're not just gonna get that at your favorite studio that's making bags. You're not going like Gucci sometimes hold up for about 2 years, and then you go to Walmart and you try to be cheap and shit and go to a low price. And I'm just saying, some people be saying that they is prices is like $20 for a shirt, and then you wear it for like 2 weeks, and then it's like, damn, what the fuck? It's already peeling. Like, what the fuck? Like, you don't want
low
like
quality material.
yeah, you want top quality, so you will go to
A top
you
quality dealer.
wouldn't go
It
to
ain't got
Walmart.
nothing
You
to do
wouldn't go
with
to
race
Walmart
or
to get no
anything.
Louis Vuitton. I'm just saying that. You wouldn't go to
Listen,
Walmart to get no
All
fur
I'm saying
coat.
is, I'm trying to make a point of this. You said he's not accredited yet by white folks because, like, if you spend with the brother and you shop with him and you get his brand name up there, he'd be accredited by his own people.
bro, if you coming out the gate dropping $1,000 prices on t-shirts or $500 prices on t-shirts, I'm not shopping with you, bro. You're not even known yet. I'm not trying to be funny and say that I'm not trying to shop with my people. But if you coming out with Louis Vuitton prices off the dribble, niggas is not paying for that shit, bro. You can't say just because, oh, he's black and you're black and you're not trying to shop with him. That ain't the truth, bro. We don't know. First of all, we ain't got no Google reviews because niggas look at Google reviews. White, black, and indifferent. We niggas look at Google reviews. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I look at the bitches before I buy anything. I look at reviews in general before I buy anything. You ain't even got to have a review out here, but you asking $700 for a shirt and I don't want to shop with you, so I don't want to support my people? Huh?
I mean, what's wrong with the brother recognizing his value?
Ain't nothing wrong with the brother recognizing his value, but you ain't gonna recognize your value on my pockets. This is my thing. You would go to you would go to a Gucci store, you would go to a Louis Vuitton store, and you would big they shit up by shopping they shit because it's well known instead of shopping with this brother right here that's trying to come up and do the same exact thing that these motherfuckers doing. This is what I'm talking about shopping with your own people. Go ahead, man. For you, me answer for you?
Go ahead.
All right. I'm not. First of all, I don't even shop at Louis or Gucci, so I can't even really comment on the subject with y'all. But I'm gonna tell you that my jeans that I buy is $200 designer jeans, and if I feel like going to buy some little $70 Levi's, I'm gonna buy some $70 Levi's. But when I go buy designer jeans, I'm gonna go buy designer jeans, and it ain't gonna be for them nigga that I don't know because I'm gonna buy this designer jeans that I've always been rocking with.
But
now,
why? But why? Is it just because
listen,
it's why? Why?
No, listen. I'm gonna tell you this because I done bought off the white folks, which was Levi, and they jeans is trash. And I don't know who make the jeans that I like to buy, but they're good quality jeans. To the point where I took them to a seamstress, and the seamstress was like, she an old black lady. She look at me like, boy, where you get them jeans from? I said, I got them from a little hood store in Toledo. Boy, them some good jeans. You need to find you some more of them. Them some good jeans. This a hood black lady, and I ain't go to a hood black nigga to buy these $200 jeans. I went to a hood Chinese motherfucker, and he blessed me with some $200 jeans for the low.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll spend that same amount for a non-name brand though. If the material was good, you just gotta know how your material is, and the merchant that's selling it need to know how much that is worth. Like you can't.
I just feel
I
I just feel like this too. I ain't mean to cut you off. I just feel like we devalue our own. If you understand what I'm saying, we devalue our own, bro. We don't.
A lot of niggas do, but everybody don't do that shit, bro. I ain't devaluing no nigga. I'm just saying like you gotta listen to what I feel like. Boom. I'm not gonna try to sell you a $50 product without saying, try this out. See if you like that. If you like that, I'm gonna let you know that it's this price. And then if you want to come shop, you can. If you don't, hey, go shop with them over there. They probably got the same thing. Doubt it, but they probably got the same thing. Now, once you put that little sample out, because niggas don't do that, since we talk about niggas, once you put that little sample out, motherfuckers is going to shop with you if they know your shit quite high quality, bro. Period. All right, I want these 200, but you know, for you, I'm going to give them to you for 150 because I want to see how they fit on you. Niggas ain't coming like that.
Wait, I want to touch on something else too. Because this guy was outside of the grocery store, and he was selling name brand stuff. How you know if that shit real? And he's selling it right outside his car. Like, no, bro. Like, you.
Niggas is always gonna be about the hustle. You gotta pay attention to your own quality stuff when you buying it. That's a mistake on you. If you get swindled, you get swindled. That's on you. That's a mistake on you. You gotta pay attention to your stuff on your own, especially if you used to buying them same things. You can tell a fake from a real. Like if a motherfucker go to Gucci 3 times, 4 times a month, or maybe 2, 3, 4 times a week. They not gonna go buy something off motherfucking stranger on the street and think that it's real. They gonna look at it, and if it look real, they might purchase it, might give a nigga a deal. But if a nigga buying that shit on the regular, they not about to be looking at this nigga outside the store selling no Gucci purses. They not doing that.
No.
Well, I was just trying to make a point of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we need to quit lowballing our own and big up our own and quit devaluing our own, quit making it seem like the brother material or whatever it is, or his jeans, whatever it is that he's selling is not equivalent to what these white folks are selling. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. People could shop a little bit more with they folks, but we definitely about to get off into the smoke break. Is it
I
any way
want
y'all gotta tell
to
people?
comment on this subject one more time and we can be done.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm sorry. First of all, bro, stop saying that shit, bro. I feel like you gotta stop saying that shit.
Saying what?
Because at the end of the day,
Saying what?
that niggas need to big up their own. All right, cool. I'ma big up you. But niggas is used to niggas swindling them, bro.
Bro, I get what you saying about niggas
Niggas is
them.
used to that
But
shit, bro.
I'm talking about niggas that's
Listen,
listen, this is what I'm talking about, Brian Popper. I'm speaking of the people who's handling legit business, the niggas that's on a square, the niggas that's really like trying to do something to bring something positive to their community. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no ghetto hood rat ass niggas that's trying to get over on you over a fucking $60 bag of weed, bro. They only trying to bring you 50. I'm talking about niggas that's dealing with business, bro.
You got to construe it. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about in general terms.
Yeah, I'm just talking about that's what I'm saying, though, bro. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, we could do a little bit more to support our own. We could do a little bit more to bring the value up of our people when they actually doing something instead of shopping with all these other nationalities that don't give a fuck about us. And they don't shop with us. They don't shop with us.
Okay, well, let's just say across the board, we all got to do better. Yeah, let's just say that. Don't just say niggas got to start. No, we all got to do better.
Oh, no, man, you already know.
Period.
I'm talking to my people, bro. Whenever I speak, I'm speaking to my people to try to enlighten them on some shit, bro. Because, like, you must have missed the beginning of the conversation. I'm sitting here explaining of how other nationalities can come to our communities and make fucking money. We can't go to theirs and make money, bro. We can't go set up shop and make money in the Arab
nationalities
community.
That came together, bought their money together, started an investment company.
And where niggas is at.
That's
where
a lie.
Niggas is at.
That's a fucking lie.
What's a lie, okay?
He talking about them other communities brought their money together. That's a fucking lie.
I didn't say. I said them other nationalities.
Yeah, that's
them
a
Chinese
fucking lie.
Come together, my nigga. Them
no,
Arabs
they come here and the U.S. government gives them fucking money, our tax money, for them to set up businesses and bring their own fucking family members to bring even more money. They use our money to do that shit. That's what I'm saying. That's a fucking lie. That's a fact.
They don't pay taxes for 7 years.
They don't pay shit. We pay for them motherfuckers.
A lot of people don't know that.
Together.
A lot of people don't know that. All I'm saying is, bro, we need to start paying attention to that shit. We can't go to their communities and set up shop. Why do we let them come to our communities and set up shop? And then when niggas actually try to do something for their community, like put local businesses so you ain't got to travel all far to go pick up some of these items that we speak of and shit, people don't shop with them or they try to lowball them. That's all I'm saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, though, Brian Pumper. I get what you're saying.
And I'm a counter K's response. All right, cool.
You know, counter. That's a fact. You can look that shit up.
I understand you. I'm understanding you. I know it's a fact. Here's my question. So why don't we boss up and do the same thing and move to Africa? Because it's really cheap over there to live.
What the fuck we moving to Africa for?
You sound like a goddamn fool. Africa is
feel
not a
like
corporation.
nigga,
Africa is not a
people believe in
corporation that
that
has
shit.
laws and money set up like that. It is not a corporation. The United States is. Understand what you're dealing with. That sounds very stupid.
I ain't calling
To
no
go
United
live
States,
bullshit.
over in
Africa is
Africa
not
when
set up
Africa
in structure like this country is. Africa is a continent of many different nations. This is a continent of a corporation.
And I'm not from Africa. I don't know a soul in Africa.
Yeah, what the fuck I'm going there for? I've
I don't
traced
know
my
a
ancestors
soul in
back
Africa,
here.
bro.
Who the fuck do you know in Africa? Not
these
a
Arabs
goddamn
don't
none
know
of
a
them
soul over
motherfuckers.
here, but they making $1 billion. They making a ton of money.
And go
Yeah,
home.
cause
And go
you
home.
niggas go to these stores and buy shit. Support them. That's why.
Yep.
I bet you if you niggas stop shopping in the motherfucking stores, they won't be having no money to send home.
Because that's all they do. They stay over here until that visa and they going back home. But by the time they done made that money, and then you got to think about this, bro. The U.S. currency, our dollar is stronger than a lot of these nations' money. So they sending, like, they may be sending 100 back, but that may be $1,000 in they fucking money in some countries, bro.
This is what I'm saying.
So, like, you
The
got to think
money,
about that.
our money, if we, say for example, we bring, because I got a dude who live over in India. This nigga, he went back with like 13 racks. They said
And he was rich.
said he had big bread.
He was
Big
rich.
bread.
He was rich over there. He was absolutely rich, and he could do whatever the fuck
No,
he
he
wanted
wasn't.
to do.
Y'all really don't know the economics.
No, he wasn't rich. He just had
He
money.
was balling. Well, I wouldn't say he was
man.
rich. He was balling. That's all I'm
He
saying.
wasn't balling
He was
either.
balling.
Like, do not understand the economics, B.
I'm saying he
y'all
had a little
really
bit of
good.
money. He know our money is worth more than his money.
This is
So
what
he had a
Cash-
little bit of money. I'm not
this
saying
is
he
what
was
Cash
balling
trying
out
to
of
explain.
control.
All right, like, okay, say for example, right? Let's say a Kenyan shilling or something like that. I don't know the exact numbers or something like that. But say if like one of our dollar equaled 10 Kenyan shillings, right? And you went to the store over there to grab a bag of chips. Instead of it being $1 it would literally be 10 Kenyan shillings. That's what he pretty much saying. Like the money doesn't fluctuate.
Not all money.
It seemed like it
Not
fluctuates.
all
It
of
seemed like it's more money, but it's not, bro.
Not all of it's like that.
I mean, what
Not
do you
all
mean?
of it's like
What do you mean? What do you mean, Case? You want to elaborate a little bit more on this, bro?
All right. Say they're gonna buy American product.
Mm-hmm.
You think they're gonna pay the same price they paying in America for it?
No.
They gotta pay an import tax. They gotta pay a duty tax. They gotta ship the shit out there. All kind of tariffs and all type of motherfuckers. And that shit, all of a sudden, it's a whole lot more than what it was if you'd bought it in America. Have you ever been to the Bahamas?
No, I've never been to the Bahamas. Go ahead.
Hawaii too.
All right. A bottle of soda you pay $1 for up here, cost you $4 out there.
Yeah.
Why? They gotta import that shit. They gotta ship it out there. Who think paying for that shit?
Hawaii too. My people live in Hawaii. They said they paying like $12
Hawaii
for a
is
bottle of ketchup.
expensive as hell.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, because
expensive.
everything
Motherfuckers
is
wanna
it's
go
on the
vacation.
island. And everything has
gotta
to be
shipped.
imported.
So you
Everything
talk
has to be
about these
imported.
small countries, you talk about these remote parts of the world. You gotta pay big money for that shit to be on the shelf in that part of the world.
Yeah, I agree.
Those are luxuries, not necessities. He has money to get necessities. They send their money home because there is no money, there's no economy. There's warlords. You got to be in the mix to get bread out there. You a pussy ass nigga. You ain't getting no money out there.
Oh, my people in the mix with the government though. His dad worked for some part of the government up there in Mumbai. That's my dog. He called me all the time, and he papered up for sure. He owned his own company. That bitch papered up. He got backhoes, all that shit. That bitch papered up now.
But
He bubbled off that little American money. I ain't gonna hold you.
Let's get into the smoke break, though. You know, and speaking of necessities, do y'all want to share with people what the weed sponsors is tonight? What you niggas smoking on? Would you care to share?
Oh well, I'll go first. I'm smoking on. Earlier, I was smoking on frosted cherry cookies. I've been smoking on that for a minute, but right now I'm smoking on some Sirius 44. That's what it's called.
Sirius 44.
Yeah, Sirius 44.
What you smoking on over there, Case?
He said some dog something. I don't know what the fuck.
I'm smoking some.
That used to be damn things.
I'm smoking some Backpack Boys. You ever heard of that before?
Yeah.
Only thing I know is
backpack
AHT right now. No,
AHT?
ATH right now. You see Ethereum, nigga?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Ethereum after the smoke break. We talk about all of that. The smoke.
Oh,
break.
so that means everything that's fucking with Ethereum going up, huh?
Yes. Did you see? I see UFC is a Crypto.com is the official sponsor of the UFC now. I see.
And that's why all the prices shot up. All that publicity they got last night.
Yep. That's exactly what's going on. But yeah, Miss High Class, do you care to share what the weed sponsors is tonight? You over there smoking?
You said the best woman.
No, I said the weed sponsors for the night. Is what you over there smoking on? You care to tell the people what you're smoking on tonight?
Oh no, I ain't smoking right now. I'm drinking that
Oh
I'm
shit.
drinking that I had Smirnoff.
Oh, okay. So
Smirnoff red, white, and blue?
It ain't no hard liquor.
I'm drinking too, but Smirnoff red, white, and blue?
And he asking you a question, Miss High Class. He said you drinking Smirnoff red, white, and blue?
No, it's the yellow Smirnoff though. I'm drinking it.
Okay. Well, of course, you know we about to get off into the smoke break. Today's smoke break, high as hell. Chris Crown. Get to see my brother Cage do his little debut. I say this every time I play this video. I play this every time.
I'm just sitting in the background chilling. Where you at?
He
I
checking
said,
out
right
the
there,
weed.
rolling the weed
He
up.
checking
Like,
out
oh
the weed.
shit,
Checking out
that
the
is
weed.
you.
And shit. Like, yeah. But yeah, we about to get into it. Chris Crown, high as hell. Make sure y'all go check him out on all platforms. Chris Crown on Spotify, Black Sounds, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube. Make sure y'all go check him out, man. Chris Crown, high as hell. We be back, y'all. God damn. Every time I do that. Here we go. It'll be popping up in a minute, y'all. My bad. I stay doing shit like this. I don't know why. And I'll be having it ready and everything, though. It's just always some type of blooper.
You called me fresh off work.
What'd you say, brother?
I said you called me fresh off work.
Oh, yeah, man. I seen you said you wanted to hop in, but let's get into the smoke break. We'll be right back, y'all.
Oh, I thought we was on the smoke break. What the hell?
You told me last time you had the good stuff.
I know, but listen, it's a drought lately. It's been a drought.
I know what time it is, though.
I ain't gonna hold you above you.
My yes, it's Bowman. That's not the one? Nah, give me something else, man.
That's the one, but y'all throwing a boomer. If you don't like that,
Come on, you know where I'm from over there. I'm from Staten Island, man. I need that stuff to have me
Staten
wild.
Island, why they wild? I got that killer bee shit right here. But that's all I need. I'm smoking it now. It's a cow. Look what I'm doing, cow.
Nice.
What? Bung bung? Bung bung? That's what I be
Seem like this Booker foot be booming.
Let me do.
Let me get some of this, right? Just hit the boom line later, and I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Please.
Good go.
Hit the boom line. Let me know we got a boom back.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Say one more.
Let's boom.
Say less. All that I need, I'll be there with you. You real with me, I'll keep it real with you.
High as hell, tryna drown out the pain. High as hell, tryna drown out the noise. High as hell, see you doing the same. High as hell, man, this feeling is ours.
Crush it up, roll it up, pass it out, get it back, don't get it back, no sweating that, just smoke, 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 let's go.
High as hell, tryna drown out the pain. High as hell, tryna drown out the noise. High as hell, see you doing the same. High as hell, man, this feeling is ours. I'm zooted and booted, my mind in a whirlwind. High, just me and my girlfriend, she mean the world to me. She got my loyalty, she in design and I looking like royalty. Big bag and I came for the love. Bitch bad and she came out the mud. Quick fast, had to make her the one. Cause she get cash and she came for the fun, that's me. Ooh, look how enticing, hearing her shape. Body look pricey, breaking her down in the crib, I be piping.
Breaking it down in the crib, nothing like it. Smoke, 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 smoke.
High as hell, tryna drown out the pain. High as hell, tryna drown out the noise. High as hell, see you doing the same. High as hell, man, this feeling is ours.
Smoke, 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 smoke.
Crushing, I love it, I say it in public. Ooh, you the one for me, baby. Ooh, big clouds, I go crazy. Ooh, Henny rounds, chasing, no chasing, running laps, I drop pounds off. Double up or I round off, don't fall short, I stand tall. Big baller brand, that man ball. Big menu, I'm copping a few. Shorty bad, you can hop on it too. Pick one like which one, don't know what to do. When I twist it, I kiss it and blow up the room. Hitting good, it's a gas pack. He wants some pay me through Cash App. I got the plug if you need something past that. We got the plug if you need something past that.
Smoke, 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 smoke.
Eyes down, tryna turn up the pain. Eyes down, tryna turn up the noise. Eyes down, see you doing the same. Eyes down, and it's feeling his love. Yeah.
Smoke, smoke,
Black
smoke,
sounds.
smoke,
Back at
smoke,
it.
smoke.
Yeah, you already know what it was. Chris Crown, high as hell. Make sure y'all go check him out on all platforms. Y'all already know what time it is. It's your boy Luxury, most expensive nigga rolling, aka DJ Ease and Dick the Yo Bitch. BKA Mr. Shoving Wood wherever it's good. Of course, I'm in the building with DJ motherfucking K's and the lovely Miss High Class and Bougie. And we back. My bad, I actually was over here getting high as hell and smoking during the break. That's why I'm choking like a motherfucker over here. You hear me, K's? Oh, shit. Yeah, but make sure you... What you say? What'd you say, what'd you say, Brad Pupper?
I ain't saying nothing, bro. I'm over here chilling. That's it.
Nigga, man, I'm over here talking like a motherfucker, though. But yeah, man, let's dive right back into this. Everybody see the title of the show. Is Kanye on to something? You know, he's been like the focal point of the conversation all night. But before we get back into that, I actually want to talk about the Ahmaud Arbery case. Have y'all been seeing the details that's coming out in this case? Y'all remember Ahmaud Arbery, right? Mm-hmm. That was the brother that was jogging and pretty much got hunted down by these motherfuckers, and they shot him, and the one dude recorded the shit. All types of fucked up shit was going on. Well, you know, opening statements began in the murder trial of 3 white men charged in the killing of Ahmaud Arbery. A disproportionately white jury is hearing the case. There's 11 white jurors and 1 black juror in this case. Prosecutor Linda Danukowski, whatever her name was, says the 25-year-old black man was killed based on the defendant's assumptions, not evidence. However, the defense said the defendants believed a burglary was taking place and they wanted to stop a crime in progress. The defense attorney's strategy is using Georgia's Civil War era law of citizens arrest to justify Arbery's killing. Father and son Greg and Travis McMichael armed themselves and pursued Arbery after spotting him running in the neighborhood. The neighbor, William Roddy Bryan, joined the chase and recorded the cell phone video of Travis McMichael shooting Arbery at close fucking range. Now, we all seen the video. I'm not gonna play this video back. I just think this is the good old boy system, man. You know what I mean? Here it is. An ex-cop is on fucking trial. They had to fire the district attorney in the case because she was too close to these dudes and was, quote, protecting them from certain things, which I feel like she should be fucking charged. And then on top of that, here it is. We see a jury of 11 white jurors and 1 black juror. And yo, go ahead, bro.
Let me explain something to you, bro. This shit is wild.
Go ahead.
The America itself is wild as the fuck, bro.
Bro, this what I be talking about the blatancy of the racism.
Because think about it like,
go ahead, though.
You trying to cancel black rappers, black comedians for talking about the homosexual, transgender, whatever y'all want yourself to be called community.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to ban them off of social media, off the internet, off of doing songs, doing shows. You want to ban these niggas, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But this nigga, excuse my French, this white man killed somebody
and his
on
son
camera and it's still floating on the internet.
Yep.
Like we're not more important than the transgender people. That shit is wild to me,
But
bro.
You see
that
that?
shit's mind blowing to me, bro.
But you see that, bro, how crazy that sounds. There's a video of a man being murdered, and we're trying to figure out if it was a justifiable murder or not, when we all know it was murder in cold blood. Floating around on the internet still. There hasn't been a block. There hasn't been a ban. There hasn't been none of that shit, though. But the moment
That
you
shit
say
wild,
the wrong thing on social media, the moment you say something, what you call them, K's, them tiptoe motherfuckers, when you say something about them, or you acknowledge the fact, or you tell them the facts, and you don't believe or feed into the lies that they try to make you believe. Like, one of the biggest insults to me is when I know there's a guy that turned into, when I know there's a guy that turned into a woman, but he want me to call him her or she. Or no, she want me to call her or she. Like, no. And then when you tell them the absolute truth, now you're bashing. Now you bullying. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Fuck what? Cut the damn check. Talk about the damn faggots. Cut the motherfucking check.
No, but he was just making a point of how murder of a black man could go around on the internet.
Yeah. Guess what? They're going to find them crackers innocent because it's all cracker jury. Cut the goddamn check. Fuck the bullshit. Cut the check. Fuck the distractions. Let's get down to the fucking money. Cut the motherfucking check. That's the only conversation we can have with these scumbag politicians, these government officials. Cut the goddamn check. Stop playing games.
Now
we want the down payment immediately. Those are our demands. You want us to vote? You want us to participate in your fucking society? Cut the goddamn check.
Now
I don't see what the fuck.
I think that's what they're trying to do with them stimmies. I think that's what they're trying to do with them.
Nah, they ain't shit. They ain't shit. Cut the real check.
I already know it ain't. I already know.
We talking trillions. We're talking trillions. I'm not fucking playing games with these fucking people. Trillions.
I wanted to look this up. This Georgia.
Like I said, you want to give us land? You want to give me 40 acres? I got 40 acres in Manhattan. I love to own. I'll take 40 acres in Manhattan. Fuck. If I can't have the whole island, give me 40 acres in Manhattan. I know 40 perfect acres I would love to take in Manhattan. We'll start at Park Avenue South and work our way up.
That's another thing we was just sitting here talking about. Brian Pumper, would you take land as a form of reparations?
Yes, without a doubt in my mind.
You would take it?
Yes.
Okay, now I wanted to look this up.
Money you can make off that shit. That's residual income. That's repeat income. You can hand that down for generation to generation to generation. Definitely, I'm keeping that for sure. I want that.
Okay, now listen. I want to listen to this. I want y'all to listen to what the fuck this shit is. The citizens, the 1863 Citizens Arrest Law. Now, this is the type of defense that these motherfuckers is trying to use. Citizens arrest strategy that they used in 1863, and we all know that was just pretty much they was arresting slaves or hunting slaves down. Supposedly, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp signed a bill Monday that replaced the Civil War era citizens arrest law more than a year after Ahmaud Arbery, a 25-year-old black man that was pursued and killed by 3 men while jogging through the neighborhood. The bill makes Georgia the first state in the country to repeal its citizens arrest statute. Governor Brian Kemp said Monday, "Today we are replacing the Civil War era law right for abuse with language that balances the sacred right of all of self-defense of a person and property with our shared responsibility to root out injustice, and set our state on a better path forward." So pretty much, the House Bill 470. Wait, let me see that. House Bill 479 effectively ends the right of citizens bystanders to make an arrest or detain a person in the state if a crime is committed in front of them or within immediate knowledge. That's what it pretty much was. Go ahead.
See, here's what I'm saying. If I was to backtrack on a situation that could be possible, if I was to put all the pieces together, I felt like these drunk motherfuckers was sitting in the garage, chilling, having a good old time, drinking their Bush Old Light.
Yeah,
having
Bush.
a good old motherfucking
Bush. They
time.
love that Bush. Go ahead, dog.
They love that Bush. And they seen a nigga driving, jogging past, and they was like, "Yeah, we're gonna shoot that there." And they went out there and banged this shit. That's how I feel, bro. That's how I feel.
But
It was like a game
to,
film. I feel like it was a game film because if you record it on the camera, you're recording it on camera. Like, it's got to be some kind of game y'all sick motherfuckers like to play, bro.
And see, this is the thing, though. While I was having this discussion earlier today, it's hard for black folks not to look at white folks sideways when you see shit like this. You know what I mean?
For sure. That makes a bad name for
all white folks.
All
And this,
you
this is my thing. Like,
Not all
I'm
you,
not,
'cause
I'm not a
black
racist person, though. And I feel like it's a lot of white folks who tolerate that shit, bro, just to be accepted by their own, bro. Instead of being real about shit and calling that shit out. Like, look, this is wrong. Like this right here, bro. You mean to tell me y'all starting off y'all defense and using a law from 1863?
Goddamn right, nigger.
You see the games. Miss High Class, do you paying attention to this, sweetheart? Yo, Miss High Class, you still there?
Yeah, I'm paying attention.
No,
That's got her.
No, I want to ask you a question about it though. I mean, you see the type of games that's being played here?
Kind of.
You say kind of. You all right over there?
Yeah.
Just a minute, I've got her zone.
I'm getting emotional as fuck. Like,
what's wrong? What's wrong? What you getting emotional about?
Because they saying because I'm getting a lot of backlash being in this podcast. And they saying that I'm not no lady and all this other shit because I talk about sex. Like the last post that I made, I was trying to get people to come into the podcast. So I said, yeah, put your kids to sleep because I talk about food like it's sex, basically on the podcast to get people in. So like, you know how you advertise something that's not like, all because Megan Thee Stallion saying, yeah, this nigga paid my tuition, don't mean she out there fucking and sucking everybody. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm just getting backlash from the show. So apparently, since I'm talking to a bunch of guys late at night, I'm fucking all you guys, and I'm just being pimped to fucking or
Who
something.
said that?
Who said that?
First
of all, K's is
always something. I got something positive for myself. Somebody always trying to
who said that?
That's I'm trying to figure out.
Who said that?
That's like some home problem.
Yeah.
Did they have any money attached to that
People
comment?
That don't support me. People that don't
Did they have
support me.
any
People
money
that
attached to that?
No,
listen. Do they have any money attached to that comment? Yes or no? Was there any money attached?
No.
So why the fuck do you care? How fuck though? Man, I thought they had some money on there.
Wait, listen.
Yo, if it ain't,
guys, listen to her real quick.
It's my son. I'm looking bad in their eyes, apparently. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's not like I'm sitting here asking for a fucking relationship. It's not like I sat here and asked you to text me. Like,
your son text you?
What? Huh?
You said your son text you?
No. I said the only thing they have connected to me is my son.
No, what I'm trying to say is who's commenting telling you this stuff that you're talking about?
One of my baby fathers is like, yeah, I saw that post about you talking about sex, and if you're talking
why do it matter? That nigga not hitting you no more. Why do it matter? Why is he upset about that? You don't never
is he caught up on his child support? Is the nigga caught up on his child support? Is the nigga caught up on his child support? Yes or no?
And listen, man, let me make this disclaimer here, man. Ain't nobody pimping out nothing. Ain't nobody making nobody talk about nothing they don't want to talk about. We having conversation. The other day we was talking about some old other shit. Today we talking about something completely different. But the whole thing is, it's all educational. It's all
no.
fun.
That sounds like that got some snake into it.
Support.
That sounds like that got some snake into it for sure.
Into what?
Into that whole situation. That nigga's a snake, bro. I feel like that's coming from your boy, and he putting that shit. Man, I'm gonna just take a shot and shut the fuck up. Cause this ain't my shit, but I'll be dogging that nigga. You got me fucked up. I'm not understanding why she not even making no advances at none of these niggas on this show, and you coming on
and
here.
It ain't never been nothing like, and it never been nothing like that though. That's the whole thing. It never been nothing like that.
Regardless of what she talking about, she taking care of her kids. Obviously, if they resting peacefully in the fucking house, why is you upset about what the fuck she talking about on the internet? That's corny nigga shit to me, bro.
I wouldn't be worried about that. Hey, listen, Miss High Class, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm gonna take that, and we can get back on topic. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, you good, man. You good, man. I like I told you before, man. Like, man, don't let nobody get to you, man. You do
I
what you
mean, I
feel.
feel like you're a good young lady. I
Yeah,
feel like
she ain't did nothing
shit,
wrong, bro.
you
I don't feel.
interacting, doing a good thing.
Listen. I don't feel like she's
I
doing
try.
nothing.
I try to be a good lady. I try to be a good lady until you get into a relationship with somebody, and then you do this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third, and then you hoping and praying this shit don't go out into the streets. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because if it's ladies in the podcast, I don't want you out here bending over for these niggas that it's like, oh, well, if you're in a relationship,
Talk to him.
you're gonna have sex with me. Like I'm always falling under that pressure, and then these niggas don't even take me out. So when I do get bougie, when I start getting my money, and I'm talking to everybody, when I start getting my money, nigga, and I'm gonna say, oh, well, until you see me, nigga, you have to have at least $500 to take me to the best top restaurant, nigga. I don't want to hear that shit. Period.
Yeah, shit. I ain't
Cause
taking
it's
no
gonna
goddamn
happen.
restaurant on $500.
Of course, K's
Yeah,
got
then
Bitch,
you're
$500.
not
We gonna
hungry.
get some goddamn groceries for a couple of months. And these motherfuckers in here some $500 for this nasty ass food. Fuck out of here. Kiss my ass.
Right, I fill your refrigerator up, baby.
Yeah. And see, this is my
Get
thing. This
your
my,
ass
and
a
you know
bottle
why?
real quick.
And you know why?
$5
Listen, let me tell you something.
Goddamn trap.
Let me say something real quick. I know what you're going through because me and you, we talk on Facebook. I know some of the things that you're going through, and I just want to say this, man. If ain't nobody trying to help you in your situation that you in right now, if ain't nobody trying to better your life, they have no right to say nothing to you. Period. K's said it better. He like, these niggas ain't putting, that nigga ain't putting no money in your fucking pocket to be telling you not to do any goddamn thing. This the thing with people, man. Like, especially shit like that. How can you tell somebody not to do something and you not assisting them with anything? You're not doing anything to better their life. You're not giving them opportunities. Like when I offered this girl this opportunity to come on this show, man, I told her through text earlier today, I'm like, man, I brought you on so you can represent the ladies. You understand what I'm saying? Give the ladies' point of view so it just don't be male dominated all the goddamn time. Ain't that exactly what I told you? That's exactly what I told you. If you want to share your story, share your story. You don't have to share details of your story, but just give the female perspective of it. That was the only reason why you on this show. That's why it kills me when niggas, why do niggas automatically assume I'm this type of nigga? When I'm about business, I'm about business. I never mix business and pleasure. That never been me at the end of the day. I don't do that. You understand me? If I offer you an opportunity, any young lady that ever been on this show or
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why they get nervous.
Go ahead. We listening. Yo, you still there?
They ain't hitting that shit no more. Or they ain't hitting it right. One of the
No,
two.
I ain't hear what you said. You said what? What was you about to say? I don't know what's going on with her phone over there. She keep going in and out if she trying to talk right now.
I was about to say why they get nervous. They get nervous because the ladies be talking to other men. I'm sorry. Is somebody?
No, we hear you. I hear you now. You said because
They
they
get
ladies
nervous
talk.
because ladies be talking to other men, and because all right, and then when I'm talking to y'all and I ask y'all for advice, and then y'all like, oh no, don't do that dumb shit. He a broke ass nigga. They scared because now I'm amongst bosses.
Hey, talk straight to
now
him.
I'm amongst bosses. They scared that I'm a boss up and they ain't gonna be able to afford me. That's what it really is.
Ooh,
And the truth of the matter
we
is,
cut deep, baby. Keep talking.
anyway, I already been about my shit. Been about my shit. That's why I became a carpenter. I never needed no nigga to take care of me. Period.
And niggas walking around with holes in their drawers. Talk to them.
Go ahead. Talk that shit. Talk that shit, man. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. Talk your shit, man. Cause
bend it out to him. Hey, man, you broke ass nigga. You could never boss me up, bitch ass nigga. Yeah, talk to him.
Get back on topic.
Yeah, man. Cause I mean, at the end of the day, man, I don't see how a nigga would be upset about, you know what I mean, a person giving somebody an opportunity. You get what I'm saying? To make something, not just to make something of yourself, to push your brand forward. Because I mean, you done told me all of your ideas of what you want to do. I'm like, well, shit, this is the perfect opportunity for you to promote yourself at the same time and put yourself out there. And in the same token, learn some shit along the way. You know what I mean? You talking to some grown ass men. Like, you're not talking to boys. So we're not giving you boy answers. And people may not be able to handle that. Like, okay, she over here talking to these niggas and blah, blah, blah. But me and K's ain't never told you nothing wrong, have we? Yo, you still there? I don't know what happened to her. She just got up out of here. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up. Her shit straight up went out.
Like, bitch, I know you ain't on the motherfucking line talking to me crazy.
Yeah, I'm talking about me and K's ain't never told this girl nothing wrong. We ain't never like made no advances at her, none of that.
Dude gotta be a nutcase on some corny shit, not even nutty. He just a cornball, you feel me? Because that don't make no sense to me.
What it is,
You sound like you underwater, Miss High Class.
They scared. They scared because I ain't never been scared to talk about my business. And if I want to get out, just like Kanye, if I want to get out on the fucking news, and then somebody asks me, "Oh, Khadijah, why don't you like men anymore?" Oh, and I'm gonna tell them this is why I don't like men anymore, and I'd rather have girlfriends or whatever the case may be. I'm a woman first.
So y'all niggas are scared. Y'all
should respect women better. Period.
Y'all niggas are scared her over. Y'all just scared her over.
This, that, and third, and then you get a good woman, and then you bring over this big ass fat bitch trying to have a threesome, and you think you balling and doing something because you just had a first.
Motherfucker, this bitch.
Shit, crazy, man.
Damn.
So that nigga was with a big old fat bitch, huh?
I be blessing people. I be giving people experience.
Big old stanky fat bitch, huh?
Said a bitch like Precious, huh?
Giving people experience,
said
man.
her leg was bigger than your whole
Talking
body.
about I'm a god. I'm a god too, nigga. I give blessings and I take them away.
That's right, boy. That's Smirnoff talking shit. Talking Russian right now.
And this be the
talking
whole
that
point.
Russian.
And this be the whole point of
and the
my
shit
show.
crazy. Like the shit crazy. Y'all think? Listen, I don't even know if y'all believe me. Don't even know if y'all believe me. But we talking right now. I could put this nigga on blast. Really put this nigga on blast. Like, look, this is what this nigga is really saying.
Nigga ain't shit.
Yo, let her talk, y'all. Let her talk, y'all. Okay, come on, K's. Ad lib, man. Brian Pumper, ad lib, and talk. Go ahead, talk.
Talk to that nigga.
Talk to that nigga.
Let her have a flow for a minute, man, because she feels she need to get some shit off her chest.
No,
She's feeling that all right now. Feel it all, goddamn it.
I don't even care, man, because right now this is looking totally unprofessional. It's looking unprofessional, and the only reason why I told y'all is because I couldn't even focus on the fucking matter that we was talking about.
Grown man and woman shit.
Tell that nigga he ain't shit one more time for the quiet. God damn it.
Now you know K's and them was gonna find some
Right,
type
I was worried, and the reason why I even came to what's his name, the only reason why I was like, man, I'm worried about the things that I said on the podcast, because if he found out, this nigga would be like, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Where are you telling these niggas?
Keep finding out, nigga.
What are you talking about?
Hey, listen, let me say something. And what I tell you, I'm like, look, man, you feel free to share your personal experiences if you want to. It could be a way that you could say them. But in the same token, you have to ask yourself this question, man. Why would you even do something to put yourself in that predicament, or why would he put you in a predicament to where you feel like you need to do that?
Exactly. And that's exactly why I would be, if anytime I bring up something from my past, that's what it would be. It's to show people, like, why would I put myself in that situation thinking I love a nigga? What love got to do with it? What the fuck?
That's what Tina said.
Looking at me stupid. I'm looking stupid. I'm looking stupid. You talking about you look stupid if I go out and cheat on you and then you accept me back, but I'm looking stupid too. Like, nigga, didn't you just smack me upside my head? Like, nigga, we was
nigga, what upside your head too?
Damn.
Oh, I know you whooped that nigga head. I know you put them carpenter hands on that nigga ass.
No, man, it's the person that jumped me, bro.
Nigga jumped you?
That's the person that
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. You shouldn't even be entertaining them motherfuckers if all that shit went down the way you said. Yeah, the way if you said it went down the way, I wouldn't even entertain that shit. I'd be like, look, bro, huh? I'd be like, look, bro.
They'd be grateful.
I'll be like, look, bro, I'm not doing anything to jeopardize my integrity. I'm not out here selling no ass. I'm not out here doing shit, strange shit for change, bro. Don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Long as my kid is taken care of and I'm taken care of because you not taking care of me and nobody fucking else, you have no right to say anything about me. You ain't even got no right to even guess about anything going on in my fucking life. Period.
But am I doing something worthy of getting taken care of by a real man is what I'm asking, because that's the only thing that I'm fighting with. What am I doing that's wrong to a real man to accept me for who I am? Like, what if I was and then I'm on a podcast with y'all all night? Would he have a problem with that? Would a real man have a problem with me being on the podcast with y'all all night?
That's what I want to know. Why?
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. But what would be the problem, especially if we
Can we
were
get some
talking about
call-ins? Tell us why you have a problem with your girl being on a podcast.
Yeah, that would be a good. If y'all want to call in, I'll leave a link in the comment section. Would you have a problem with your lady being on a podcast with some guys?
Got a new subject here. Fuck it.
That's a good question. It is. Would you have a problem with it? Brian Pumper, you have a lady. Would you have a problem if your wife was on a podcast with guys?
Man, I'll be talking reckless in front of her, nigga. Fuck you mean, nigga. At the end of the day, you know who coochie I'm licking? You know what I'm fucking at the end of the night?
Mm-hmm.
That. So if you feel it,
if my wife wanted to do a podcast and it happened to be two guys on the podcast, what the fuck I'm gonna be mad about?
Right. I'm not mad at you. You're not going to meet these niggas. We're not going to discuss the podcast details alone at dinner the night before or some shit like that. We're not doing that. What's going on?
Yeah, I wouldn't have an issue with it. But see, this is the thing, though, man. Like, I told her what her biggest problem is, man. Well, not your biggest problem. It just seemed like you deal with a whole bunch of insecure-ass niggas, man, that ain't making no money. They worried about you doing your thing. Like, that's some weird shit to me. Because I feel like this, if my lady doing something like that, she trying to bring something to the table. I ain't got no issue with that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
We want to know what another issue of that is, bro? You don't want to know why that happened?
Why is that?
She already stated it from jump. You too worried about what your girl doing and ain't worried about getting some pay for yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why you?
They give you some money, you wouldn't worry about her. You come home, you see food on the table.
Girlfriend or whatever, you on her back hind heels, like she ain't trying to bubble. And what are you doing with your life? That you paying attention to what another nigga told you?
But this was so bad about it. This was so bad about it. She didn't stay. She said she's single. So what? This is my whole thing.
And we understanding that, but the baby daddy already got some information from somebody because he ain't just pulling up saying, "Oh, I'm about to watch Grownmanishh." That nigga got some information from somebody. Come on,
I know. So, like you said, you shared the show and he seen the show. Miss High Class.
No, he haven't even seen the show, and I was getting ready to touch on that.
Somebody put a bug in his ear.
Let her talk. Let her talk, Brian Pumper.
Like my life depend on it, but then when I be like, oh, come to my show, it's like nobody support me. Nobody support me until I start showing that money that I need that support. Like, and when I get it, and when I do get it, because I know how to get it, I just can't wait. And people be thinking that this ain't gonna go nowhere. And now I'm gonna take you with me. All the money that I get, I'm gonna put into this, and I'm gonna show everybody. Like, look, so what was you talking about? You said this podcast wasn't going nowhere. You think I just work with anybody? I'm playing.
They said my podcast ain't gonna go nowhere because you own it.
Yeah, it was like he said at the end of his sentence was like, I hope your podcast goes somewhere. Like, what? You hope my podcast goes somewhere? You hope it goes somewhere?
So what is he? So now he wishing bad on niggas and shit. I don't see his old.
Yeah,
let me ask you this, and I ain't even being funny. Let me ask you this, and I ain't even being funny. I'm not even.
Podcast. Your little podcast. What you mean my little podcast?
Let me ask you this. Yeah, let me ask you this. He on some hating shit. But let me ask you this.
Hate on, player.
Be completely honest with me. I don't know why I'm asking you this question, but I have to ask this question because I see females in a lot of these situations. Are you still giving that nigga some buns?
Man, bruh. I don't even know if I should be honest.
No, be honest.
We haven't been talking. We haven't talked in 5 months. Haven't talked in 5 months. So when you finally pick me up, and I'm like, shit. But that's where I'm wrong at. I'm wrong for like.
So you gave him some buns. So you gave him some buns, right?
Yeah, that one time. One time.
That answer your question why the nigga going so goddamn crazy right there.
That's why. What's stopping you from touching me though?
Huh?
What's stopping you from?
He thinking somebody cracked his cold storage unit. That's what the fuck happened.
If it feel good, if it feel like ain't nobody else been in it, because I hear stories like, oh, you can tell when somebody else in it. So if it smell good, feel like ain't nobody been in it. What's the fucking question? And then he said this. Hold on. Then he said something like this. Why you?
She just completely went out.
In a wet nurse. My mom called it a wet nurse. So even when I'm not pregnant, my boobs produce milk.
Shit. Oh, yeah.
So I'm like,
this getting that.
You pregnant? I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck you mean? Like,
shit.
He don't even know simple stuff like that about me.
But my whole thing is, like, yeah, man, I told you, man, listen, man, and this ain't me, like, you do whatever you're going to do, but you can't be sending mixed signals to people, especially, like, man, you tell us all the stuff that this brother did or whatever, in a certain way, it will make it seem like, okay, you need to get far away from a nigga like this. He ain't trying to better himself. He ain't trying to get no money, none of that other crazy shit. He trying to hold you back.
He better in himself. I don't know what.
You giving this bum ass nigga some ass.
I would, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can't be giving this bum ass nigga some ass and then.
I told you this, and see, I hope the nigga watching. I tell you exactly what I told your woman. I told your woman to work on herself, bro. That's it.
And I said that too. I said before anything gets serious.
Sell some 4-ounce bottles of that milk. Niggas will buy that shit.
What you say, Miss High Class? Because they was just talking. What you say?
I said, and that's why I said in the text message, before we spend any more time together, I'm going to put it in God's hands and I'm going to let it go that way. And he found out that I was a part of podcast. He found out what I was doing. Found out what I was doing. And I'm like, shit, I'm just doing me, doing my everyday regular. And if you find something that's uncomfortable for you, then you need to separate yourself from me because I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm doing everything. I've been doing everything that I've been doing since you've been gone. And the whole reason why you was even able to even come back in my presence is because I'm single. Single women do that. So you can't put me down for doing what single women do.
I don't know, man. It seemed like he worried about all the wrong motherfucking shit.
Hold on real quick, bro.
Well, it sounded like he just worried about all the wrong shit, man. That's what it sounded like to me, in my personal opinion. You know what I mean? Hopefully you work that whole situation out. And, you know, sometimes it's good to vent certain things out. You seem like you needed to vent. So don't ever be ashamed about speaking what's on your mind. You feel me? You don't have to go into specific details because niggas be egging you on and shit. But you don't have to go into specific details. You get what I'm saying? But speak your mind, man. That's what this show is for, man. This is what the platform is for people to speak their mind, be uncut about it. You know what I mean? And still have a little bit of polish about themselves at the end of the day.
Hold on, though.
Go ahead.
You know what they said on the Dave Chappelle show? Ding, 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 ding. Breast milk, you made my day.
You know you can sell
and then K's try to get her to sell the milk and shit. You okay? Man, niggas, bro.
Make some money.
We into that bag for real, nigga.
I'm just trying to make some money.
But yeah, though, if you want all them problems to stop, if you want them problems to stop, you either got to stop giving that nigga pussy or just go be with the nigga.
We'll sell some of that goddamn milk.
No, listen, this is what I'm saying. If you want that shit to stop.
No, it's not that because I was just getting ready to touch bases with him because we arguing right now. I was getting ready to touch bases on that. Like, listen. The only reason why I said, okay, let me go is because I don't want to get caught up in it.
Hey, he on Facebook. Tell that nigga come on the show. We talk about it.
They gonna cuss right, let's talk about it. You niggas need to mind y'all motherfucking thing.
Right, you can tell. Come on the show. We talk about it. Nah, I just want him to see. No, I just want him to.
After everything I didn't say it.
What you say? No, yeah, why not?
Yeah,
that's why. This is why I said. But
we front line. We gonna put him on the front line.
This is why.
I just want the nigga to see. Ain't no pimp shit going on over here. Ain't nobody.
No, it's not.
Ain't nobody tampering with his little flower.
I'd rather be judged by 12 than be carried by 6. You feel me? This is why.
Shit.
Yeah, this
Talk
is why.
To him there.
I don't care how many people that's on the street.
Shit.
I'm gonna tell them how I feel when we do start talking, because don't think I didn't bring up some of the situations that didn't happen before shit went down. You feel me? He don't want to.
Hey, you know how much the value of that milk gonna be right now after that statement you just made? Shit. Hey. That's heart milk you got right there. But if you drink a cup of that, they gonna have heart like a motherfucker.
Another perfect service announcement. That nigga
put on that label. When you drink this milk,
wait. We gotta have one at a time. Talk, K's. One at a time.
Yeah.
What you said, Miss High Class?
No, I was agreeing. I was just agreeing with Kez. I was just agreeing.
Nah,
That nigga in love with that splash pad. He ain't trying to let that shit go.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's why I said you
Now
either
listen.
be with that nigga or you gonna have to quit giving him some pussy. Shit.
Listen, do you know 4 ounces can get you like $150?
Bro, this nigga, bro. I'm telling you, man, that's a Brooklyn nigga for you, man. Them niggas will sell salt to a slug, bro. I swear to God. This nigga funny though, but yeah. With that whole situation, I don't know. My brother, I don't know if you watch it or nothing like that, but you need to like ease up and quit tripping, bro. Ain't nobody with all that shit, you know what I mean?
We don't want your lady, bro.
Yeah, she just said she wanted the opportunity to come on and talk shit with us on our podcast, and we welcomed her with warm arms, bro. That's all it was. So if you got any issues with that, I don't know. I just think you need to quit bashing her, bro. Like that's your biggest issue right now.
I was still on tag because the whole reason why you even thought I was good for the show is because I tried to do my own show on fucking tag. Like I come in, I have a little intro saying, and then I talk about news, and I talk about relationships. So come on now. You ain't just pick anybody that you walking down the street. Oh, let me just choose any random female. So you can't stop the blessings that's coming towards me because of the stuff that I'm putting out. Just like how you trying to manifest your dreams, I'm trying to manifest mine, and this is all the blessings that I'm getting. So I'm gonna own that shit and I'm gonna protect it.
So why even? I wouldn't even argue with a nigga like that. I wouldn't even argue though, for real. Like nigga, you interrupting what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a show right now. If you want to hear what I'm talking about, tune in, nigga. That's what I would tell you.
So here's my thing. What's her name?
Huh?
What's her name? Let me talk to her directly. What's her name? Anyways, Miss Lady, if this nigga was such a boss ass nigga, anyways, all he had to do was either A, put that tongue down, or B, put that dick down. And then all of these situations will be cleared up. You wouldn't even have to even vent about this shit on the fucking on the internet. You wouldn't even have to do that. But he didn't do A or B. That's his problem. Tell him to get his shit together. I don't know what else he wants. I don't know. That just sounds like some jealous ass, hating ass, this unnecessary ass shit. Like, you know you love him on the low. He love you on the low. If you feel a certain type of way, dick her down and make her do what you want her to do. At the end of the day,
no, that's not. But see, that's wrong too. You can't just think, oh, because I dicked her down good, that she's gonna listen. Because if she's a real independent woman, and I'm gonna go to the Bible as a reference. If you want Lilith, you gotta let Lilith be Lilith. And if you want Eve, you gotta go after Eve, and that's period. Some people can't handle Lilith because you can't just run over Lilith. If you want somebody that's gonna listen to you, like, bitch, eat that apple, and I said now, you go after Eve. But if you want somebody like Lilith that's not scared to show their business, that's not scared to get their hands dirty with a real job, you pick and choose who you want to be with, man. That's all I'm gonna
Let me
say.
shut the
If you
fuck
don't
up
see
there.
Look
That
it up.
nigga ain't letting pipe good at all.
Nigga, you be forgetting about Eve and Lilith. Yeah. The only thing you be remembering is daddy. That's it. That's the only thing you know, daddy.
A pipe boy.
No, it don't even be like that, man. It sounds like
that Bible like,
it just really said no. For real, no. Wait.
Daddy,
It just sound like, bro. It sound like this, man. She hurt because she being loyal to a situation that she's starting to realize is not existent with this guy. You get
That
what I'm
makes
saying?
sense.
Yeah, she being loyal to a guy that's not the guy for her at the moment. You get what I'm saying? And like that does kind of hurt though at the end of the day. You feel me? But you got to deal with it, man. You made a mistake. Y'all got babies together and shit, man. Y'all shouldn't even be on that type of shit. Now he want to try to shame you because you on a podcast. And yeah, that is true. That is true.
You still letting them hit though, so I mean, I ain't trying to be funny though.
That's because she love him deep down inside though, and she really want to be with her child's father.
You supposed to. You're supposed to.
And you can't knock her
you
for
love
that.
that nigga, you gonna love that nigga.
But
I ain't telling you not to love that nigga.
But
Don't
at what cost
love
though?
that nigga.
At what cost though? That's the thing you got to ask yourself. At what cost?
Right, because you can't keep because you so-called love somebody. Niggas don't stay because they got a baby.
Nah, hell no.
So for an example, so you can understand where I'm at, if you with a bitch that's just not listening to you, no matter how you dick her down, and the dick is not good, and you trying, and you love this bitch, and you like, damn, this just not working, and she got my kid, and then you eventually find somebody else that you really dig in, you gonna leave and be like, look, bitch, I'm gonna still take care of my kid, but I want to be somewhere else. And that's what he did to me. Like, he even said that shit to me in my face.
Damn.
In my face.
So how did you still lay down with a nigga who told you how he felt?
Because Lilith. Because if I don't know, man.
Nah, man. At
I
some
need
point, you
to
gotta
see truth.
ask.
Niggas know what
At
it is.
some point,
That
listen.
nigga coming over there laying.
Yeah.
That nigga
You
coming
ain't
over
gotta
there
have
laying at
feelings.
plumbers.
A lot of women ain't like me. A lot of women is not like
At
me,
some
and you
point,
ain't gotta have feelings. That's all I'm saying.
at some point, you
I
gotta
can
ask
do
yourself.
that and
Some
then be
point,
like,
wait.
all right, that was good. So
At some point, you gotta ask yourself though, man. What am I being loyal to? You gotta ask yourself that question. What am I being loyal to? What am I being committed to? Like, where's this going? Huh?
That's why I said I had to remind him. Like, I don't know. Listen, I understand that you would want more from me, but I'm gonna put that in God's
But
hands.
what is more? Haven't
before
you
we
done
spend
more
any
for him?
time.
But haven't you done more for him and showed him and did all of that shit before? And the nigga still ain't appreciate that shit. He still found what he was looking for in another bitch.
Like Kodak Black. All these niggas thinking it's like Kodak Black now. I can go cheat, but my girl bet not.
Nah,
Like, what the fuck? How is that
Yeah,
fair? Nobody.
you. I mean, if you didn't let the nigga cheat on you more than once, and you still coming back, then I mean, you low key there for the long haul. It sound bad, but shit,
Okay,
you came
but
back after the
do
first
you
time.
feel the same way as a man though? Do you feel the same way as a man if the woman was hitting you upside your damn head every time you came in at 7 o'clock or not 7 o'clock, 10, 11, whatever the case may be, and
Ain't
she
no
just you
bitch hit
walking
me
in like,
upside my
oh, baby.
motherfucking head.
Continue.
Fuck out of here with that shit. I feel the same way.
Yeah, so that ends right there and there. So that bitch starts swinging. It's like, shit, like, what the fuck just happened, bitch?
You better have a
Yeah, what the fuck just happened? Why my eye black?
You
Why
better
is it
have a
lumped up
different
like
line
that?
of
I'm sorry.
communication. You better, let me tell you something. This may sound
Bitch
like
going
some
upside
sucker
my
shit.
motherfucking
This
head.
may sound like
Bitch,
some
lost her
sucker
fucking
shit.
mind.
Listen, y'all, this may sound like some sucker shit, but I'm calling the police on you bitches. You put your hands on me. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Because if you call the police on me, I'm going my black ass straight to fucking jail, and I already know it. So why not? Why would I put myself in that predicament? You putting your hands on me? Okay. Police be here for your ass, come pick you up. You sit in jail. Now, you a sucker nigga. You gonna call the police? Nah, bitch, I ain't no sucker nigga. I'm not about to go to jail for you. You know, nigga, man, you know how hard it is for niggas that got domestic violence on their shit, bro?
See, a lot of them niggas, bro, and I believe this wholeheartedly because I know somebody personally. A lot of them niggas don't got control over themselves when they come to hitting on them women, bro.
Mm-hmm. They don't.
When it comes to getting just domestic violences, bro. I'm not saying I hit on women, but I didn't have to take it there a few times. And my household is set up. My household is set up like we're not calling the police to deal with nothing in this bitch.
Yeah.
We're not calling the police to deal with nothing in this bitch. We ain't never called the police no other way. So if your household ain't set up like that, I'm sorry. I was
But I don't
really call the police.
I don't really be having that problem. I had for a little bit, you know what I mean, man. She had issue where she wanted to put her hands on me and all of that other shit, bro. And it wasn't necessarily like sometimes this is the thing with females. You don't have to hit them to hurt them, bro. You don't.
All you gotta do is push them down.
Nigga, listen, you can ignore a female and that will hurt them worse than anything, bro. To just flat out ignore them. They hate that shit, bro.
Or smile in their face. They don't like you to smile in their face.
I know.
They hate that too.
I know a guy who actually went to him and his wife went to counseling and shit like that. And he would say, instead of like cussing her out and going off, he would ignore the fuck out of her. He wouldn't even like acknowledge her that she was there and shit like that. And do you know that the psychologist told him like that's the worst thing that you could ever do to a woman? That's the worst thing that you could ever do, just to not acknowledge them and ignore the fuck out of them. Cause think about it, bro. They get madder and madder when you just don't respond to them and shit.
Better than me going to jail. Better than me going to jail. Better than me going to jail. So I got to say, fuck them.
I'm just making a point that a lot of fellas.
I'm making a point too. Better than going to jail.
And just like the one day when we was talking to Coach about that shit, he was like, "Nigga, we gonna talk about pimps for a minute." When he was talking about how pimps be putting their hands, I'm like, no, bro, it's a lot of pimps out here that don't put their hands on females at all, bro, because it's all a psychological thing. Like they can fuck this bitch up with words in a lot of ways, and she'll feel more fucked up. Now it is guys out here that do put their hands on females, and those are the ones who I feel like don't have control over themselves. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't do the same they wouldn't have that same energy with a guy if he was in his presence. You understand me? And they just don't have no respect for themselves, man. For you to like to put your hands, go upside of a woman's head for what, bro? What's the point? She could never beat you. None of this shit. Like, why are you putting your hands on this lady? Leave the fuck away from her if she got you that fucking upset. That's a lack of self-control, bro. And that's what pretty much what Brian Pumper was talking about. Those niggas who can't control themselves. Or
Let me ask you this because the shit get real bad. Because we going through court custody and shit, right? And the reason why after all that fighting and shit, regardless of who hit first or who blah blah blah, it got real bad. And my question to you is that how, because I stopped him from seeing his son for a minute. How am I supposed to?
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that, but go ahead.
Why?
How,
Nigga, why not?
How was I supposed to even feel comfortable with my son going over there after the fact that it happened? Like,
Oh, you talking about after he jumped you with old girl?
Right. So is this
Whoa, what the fuck? Time out. Why are we giving this nigga any kind of daylight if this nigga's jumping him with his baby mother that he had a child with?
Yeah,
with another female.
We didn't already establish he full of shit. But see, this the thing though.
Full
This
of
is
shit?
why I
Why we
say
giving
no.
her
No,
full of
listen. No, this is why I say, man. And I'm not like tearing her down or bashing her. You decided to go still fuck that nigga though, and fuck with him. Period. After all of that shit. And that's not to make you feel. And that's not to make you feel bad. That's not to make you feel bad.
I get it. So that's why the question I was trying to ask was that. So am I still liable bringing that in court? Because he was like, for example, he was like, well, you can't bring that up because they're gonna say that has nothing to do with your son. But I'm like, what the fuck? It has everything to do with my son because
you know
that's the reason why I was.
You ain't gotta bring up nothing in the courts. You know what you do. Just like I say, work on yourself and get your shit together. And you know what? The court is gonna put the child. He gonna put the child in the best position. That's what the judge is gonna do. He's gonna put the child in the safest, stablest environment. 9 times out of 10, in a lot of those cases, you know how rare it is that the guy actually wins custody, full custody of the kid. The mother would have to just be a complete piece of shit for the judge to grant the father full custody of the child. He's gonna do.
But what's stopping him from making me look like a complete piece of shit?
I mean, go ahead.
Number one advice is, I would say, stop talking about that on the internet.
Yep. One.
That's my number one advice that I can give to you. Stop talking about that.
That's good.
Shit
That's legal advice at that. But go ahead.
Because at the end of the day, if you feel like he watching, or you feel like he got a million that's watching, he recording all of this, and he taking that too. So,
and what type of bitch ass nigga?
At the end of the day, stop complaining about that nigga if you fucking him. I ain't trying to hear about it if you fucking him. For real, I ain't trying to.
Yeah, that is factual, man. Because all the shit that you telling, all the shit that you done told me, all that shit that you done told me, or that we didn't all discuss before. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't even.
You trying to get that $150 an ounce?
Yeah. You shouldn't be even acknowledging that, brother, at this present point in time.
You open the floodgates up. I'm telling
and that's why. No, wait. Let me say something. And that's why I was telling her. And that's why I was telling her, like, work on yourself. Get yourself together. You know what I mean? Put yourself in the position to win in a lot of fucking ways. You feel me?
It's so hard to even believe that a nigga could be so fucking weak that one time will be like, oh well, you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't do this and you.
When you put that A+ on a nigga, what you expect?
I can't see that. Like, I'm dumbfounded right now. You serious?
I'm telling you what it is. You put that A+ on that nigga, he's in love all over again. Like, y'all had a kid together.
So what's stopping from guys being in love with me and then changing who they are?
You should have gave a C-.
And you expect me to be like, oh, well, I don't want you to do the podcast. And I'm like, okay, baby, I love you so much. What's stopping you from being like, okay, what things do you want me to change as a person?
I mean, were y'all having, let me ask you this question. Were y'all having this conversation about things y'all need to change about each other?
Yeah.
And what was he willing
to change? But he didn't want to talk about how he jumped me with his fucking girlfriend, though.
Oh my
Don't want to talk
God.
about
Yeah,
that, but you definitely want to talk about everything else though.
So is he
Like I
still?
even asked Mama. I asked him something.
Is he still with that girlfriend?
No, apparently they broke up because she fucked his friend. Something I wouldn't do, right?
Damn.
Jerry Springer shit.
Grass ain't never greener on the other side, big bruh. But go ahead. So
That's some Jerry Springer ass shit. Stop sugarcoating that shit, nigga.
what you say?
I don't even believe that.
So
I don't
pretty
even
much
believe that.
this is what I was about to ask you. I was about to say, so pretty much he telling you all these things. He wants you to change. What he say about changing about himself? Has he done any apologizing? Because how do you jump your child's
No, I
mother?
mean, no, because he feels like I'm this great guy. I'm such this great guy, and he makes it seem like I deserved all the things that I got. So when we start talking about it, I'm like, wait a minute. And then when I start thinking and putting things in order, it's like, no, bro, that doesn't make sense to me. You want me to be some? What do you want? What do you want from me?
That nigga done
Like
already showed you what
if it come down to it, and I'm looking for a fucking pimp, nigga, I ain't met the pimp that's for me yet. Because that's what it's starting to sound like. Marriage is being pimped by your husband.
Well, I mean, no. These days, the bitches got the upper hand on the pimping on that deal. All that bitch got to do is open her legs, wait 9 months, and she can control every fucking thing out face.
My whole thing is, y'all done been in a relationship, and this brother done showed you the way he felt about you. If you continue to rock with him, I mean, that's on you.
Facts. At the end of the day, you still fucking this nigga. At the end of the day, he'll come be soiree and come lay some pipe on you, probably before the end of the week.
Come on, man.
Let's
Let's quit doing that. Let's quit doing that. We ain't gonna come on. Let's not do that. But go ahead.
I'm just keeping it 1,000, bro. All right. Let me shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah, just let's not do that, man. But
no, we not.
What you say?
What was we talking about before all this happened? Because I was supposed to be listening.
Oh shit, man! We didn't went all off topic. We've been talking about this shit for about 40 minutes. We went from talking about Ahmaud Arbery in that case, and me looking up the Georgia law to all of this other stuff that was going on. But like I said, man, if you felt you need to get that off your chest, man, I'm glad you did. At the end of the day, we can't make no decisions for you, man. You got to take everything in perspective that has already happened, and you got to choose to make a move and make your move wisely. That's all I can say about that situation. You know, I'm never the guy to like talk about people's situation because I'm not no hating ass nigga, and I don't want to come off as a hating ass nigga by telling somebody how I feel about the situation. But I mean, like, you've been around men talking for the last couple of weeks and shit, and some of the shit that you told me that went on, that's totally unacceptable in my world. So that's all I'm gonna say. It's unacceptable. I don't understand why you deal with it. Love is a crazy thing. When people in love, they deal with shit that they normally wouldn't deal with. I'm gonna just leave that at that, man. And yeah, we definitely can move on, man. But
yeah, let's please move on, please. So about the house football today.
At the Stampede at Trevor Scott concert at the festival.
I live in Houston. I work with somebody that was at the festival.
Oh, so yeah, you wanted to touch on that. So yeah, they said what was it? 6 people died and a whole bunch of dozens of people injured at the Travis Scott concert.
8. I think it was 8 people that died, and then over 100 people injured.
Now, what was the inside scoop that you had, Brian Pumper, on that? You said
they said that the social media is not lying, that somebody was going around poking motherfuckers with a needle and injecting their shit. And a lot of the motherfuckers died from cardiac arrest.
Wow. So it was
and also,
go ahead.
Me and my peoples conversated about it, and I was like, well, me and if it's 50,000 people at a concert, they want to see this nigga perform, and he bringing out all types of stars.
Yeah.
Of course they want to see him perform, outside or not.
Mm-hmm.
If that nigga just decides in the middle of the set, hey, we cutting the set, y'all, we out of here. You think them people gonna leave peacefully?
Nah, hell fuck no.
So you feel like more people would die if he'd have cut his set, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, if you would have just said,
All right.
fuck this shit.
I don't got nothing else to say then.
That's exactly what happened. But see, that's the thing, though, man. We was talking about this the other day. We was trying to see who was liable in that situation. And Case, who you said was liable? Was it the venue, or do you think it was the artist itself that was liable in that situation?
The security for the venue, for sure.
That's what I said, security. But see, the security is a part of the people. I'm pretty sure that wasn't Travis Scott's security. That was the venue security.
For sure. Travis Scott had a whole bunch of motherfuckers there.
So
Travis Scott got up there with that money too, though.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, who do you think is going to take the blame?
Travis Scott was the promoter.
Yes. Who do you think is going to take the blame for this?
They're going to blame the nigga like they're supposed to.
But
they trying to drag Travis Scott right now. They trying to drag him.
Like he done something wrong when all he did was throw an event and people showed up and the security failed to do their job properly.
But he hired the security.
He didn't know the venue. That was venue security, case. I looked into it. That was the security that the venue provided.
Hey, just like good dope, bro. If a nigga die off of good dope, is that nigga not gonna flood his clientele? Some people died at this concert. That motherfucker probably gonna have 60, 70,000 show up next year, nigga, because it was that lit.
Now, Miss High Class, what you were saying?
No, I was saying something. I don't think I said anything.
I thought you were saying something in the middle of him saying something. I don't want to cut you off because I know we could be talking loud as fuck sometimes, but yeah.
It be getting lit. It be getting lit in this podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, lit to the motherfucker, litty titty in this bitch.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. But yeah, man. I found out that was actually the venue security. That wasn't Travis Scott actual security that he hired. Okay, so pretty much, the venue invited him to come do a show or something like that. They invited him to come do a show, and they provide the security or whatever. That's why I was asking who you think is liable, because how could they actually hold the artist liable in that situation or responsible, deem him responsible in that situation when all he was doing was performing? I wonder
Black man trying to make $1. That's
I wonder what happened though to make people. What did the concert end abruptly or something?
No, he finished his whole set. But however, Lux, K's, let's just be 1,000 about this shit. Miss Lady, let's just be 1,000 about this shit. It's 50,000 people in front of you, bro. Yeah. You're not gonna be able to see anybody dying. All you seeing is the crowd.
It's moving. It's just moving.
That's all you seeing.
You just see movement, bro.
you just see movement. You don't really know what's going on in that crowd.
Like motherfuckers get to fighting and everything.
You vibing to the waves, bro. That's a high, nigga. Being in front of 50,000 people and they all singing your song, that's definitely a high, bro. And he's high on cloud 9, nigga. He ain't paying attention to nothing else that's going on around him.
And that shit is wild, though. Like I said, security failed in that situation. If anybody should be held liable in that situation, it's security, because they didn't usher those people out the right way. Because, after a concert, a certain protocol, they tell you leave out this way because as people may be coming. It may be all types of shit going on, but pretty much they have security that usher people a certain direction to lead them out. You understand me? And in this situation, I don't see how that happens. I don't see how this happens, though, but I damn sure don't think Travis Scott should be held liable for this. And I don't think that people should be trying to drag him like that, man. But like Kay say, man, they want to blame the nigga out there. You know what I mean? Somebody got to take the blame for the shit.
There was a bunch of artists out there, and he got to take the blame because it was his show.
Yeah, instead of the venue itself. And what venue was this at?
It was the NRG America. It was outside. Some shit like that.
Oh,
I think it was
pretty much like some Coachella type shit where it's outside.
Yeah, bro. 50,000 people, a lot of motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, that is, bro. And that's my thing. Why don't you have the security to handle that capacity of people for an event?
Bro,
like
you know
that?
how much security you would have to fucking have?
You need to when you got 50,000 people. Like, why wouldn't you?
You can probably need about 200-300 security guards, bro, on a light end.
Yeah, okay. What's wrong with that? You got this many people. You need to secure, bro.
Yeah.
You understand me? Like, you got to think about this. Travis Scott, he got his own personal security with him backstage to make sure don't nobody do shit to him. The other security that was out in the crowd, huh?
You got to understand, motherfuckers ain't trying to work, including security guards, bro. NRG America probably only paying the motherfuckers $12, $13 an hour. Motherfuckers ain't trying to come do that shit for 50,000 people, bro. Nobody's trying to come do that shit, bro. You got to pay me $25, $30 an hour to come do an event like that, bro. Maybe more than that. Maybe 50 an hour, I feel like. Because it's a lot of motherfucking people, bro. You got to be offering stupid money, and you know they not offering stupid money, Lux. So at the end of the day, they're not going to get the security that they need because restaurants ain't got the staff that they need. Corporate offices don't have the staff that they need. Walmarts don't have the staff that they need. So you can't expect this spot to have the staff that they need.
So why you as the venue would put on a show that requires this amount of staff and you can't fulfill it? You shouldn't be throwing it. You shouldn't be having a show. You shouldn't be having a show then.
Oh, and we understand that, but it's all about that mighty dollar. We don't give a fuck about the niggas that lost their life. At the end of the day,
we know that, but they about to lose a lot more money because them niggas' families is about to be suing.
For what though?
Well, that's the insurance company that gets sued. He ain't gonna sue directly. You got insurance.
Facts. I'm about to say they're not about to see none of that.
Insurance company.
$1,000 in the back end, nigga.
Nope, and that nigga just pays the deductible. That's it.
Who, Travis Scott? Y'all said his insurance company?
No.
Anytime you rent a venue like that, you have to have insurance.
Right, but
liability insurance.
This is what I'm saying. He did not rent out the venue. They told him to come perform at the venue, bro. They paid him to come.
He was one of the promoters.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that part.
That's why I keep saying, yeah, he's one of the promoters.
Yeah, so if he was a promoter, he rented that venue out, which means he was responsible for the security, but they kept saying it was venue security. They said the security came with the venue.
Yeah, but still, no, you still got to pay for insurance. Still got to pay for insurance. When you throw that event, you got to have that insurance, that bond. That bond ain't there, ain't no event going on.
And that would hinder some of these bitch ass.
But he from Houston. He might have ducked that. He might have ducked that insurance, bro.
No,
that
you can't.
Bring people out.
You cannot duck the insurance. The venue would not give
they won't
you
even
the
rent
space.
it to you.
They won't even rent it to you. That lets you bond it. It's just like if you a contractor. Certain buildings, they be like, you got your insurance, you're bonded. They ain't let you in the building, so you ain't show the insurance document to work. Just to fix a washing machine, you gotta be bonded to get in that building. Insurance, they want to make sure you insured.
Yeah, but
so the insurance is gonna pay that shit out. Travis Scott ain't gonna pay none of that shit out, and that nigga's
pays the deductible.
Right,
pays the deductible.
He gonna be sitting on millions of dollars from that concert, and didn't even have to finish it for the weekend. Millions of dollars from that concert.
I guess not, man.
I'm glad he finished it.
You said you glad he finished it.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't finish it. It was supposed to be a weekend type deal.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a weekend where you had different artists coming through, and they was gonna perform. It was like a weekend event, and it ended in disaster. Like that's we just prayers up to the ones who lost their life in that tragic situation.
They said there was a whole bunch of teenagers, bro. It was like a whole bunch of teenagers and like a 21-year-old.
Motherfuckers out there poking niggas in the neck with a needle, huh?
That shit wild, bro.
Wow,
they said the security guard got poked. Nigga, what the fuck kind of shit is that?
Now, Case, you've been on the road a lot back in the day. Have you ever seen something that crazy before?
What, 50,000 people? Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the to where incidents happen like that.
I've been in shootouts, brawls, all kind of shit. Ain't not out of
in the middle of a show though.
I remember that time we did a show with Common in that club in Indianapolis. That nigga threw confetti in Common's face, and Common popped him in the mouth with the mic right there. You heard that boop. It was on. Dude. Everybody in the club fight. Ain't nothing new.
Yeah, man, but that pretty much was an unfortunate. And he's from Houston too, and that was in Houston. That's what's so bad about it, man. You come home, you try to have a show and do something good, and you got fucking idiots in the crowd and shit, bro. But,
hey, whoever his manager is, or whoever do his publishing or whatever they supposed to be doing, they doing a good ass job because that nigga staying out of the public light like he's supposed to, because they trying to drag that nigga, bro.
Yeah, they is, man. They trying to hold. They trying to. Somebody has to be held accountable for it, and they gonna make sure that his black ass is held accountable for it because nigga, you put on the show. I didn't know he did the promotion of it, so.
But at the end of the day, niggas need to realize, like, it don't even matter how it went down or where it went down. It was in his hometown. They not about to drag that nigga. That nigga brings plenty of money to Houston. They not about to drag that nigga. They gonna do everything that they can to make sure that nigga looks like the innocent bystander that he is. For sure that. They ain't even mention that nigga in the comments. They mentioned the niggas shooting motherfuckers in the neck with the needle, and they basically saying it like, boom, these motherfuckers got drugged, and this what happened. So don't blame it on the artist. That's in so many words you could tell that's what the police is saying, bro. It's a black officer too.
Now, do y'all see this shit? In case you might want to talk about this a little bit, you may not want to talk about this a little bit. Giuliani, y'all know, he was in court and he admitted under oath that he didn't even fact check the 2020 election claims.
Oh.
Now, wouldn't we call that perjury?
Said what?
Didn't Rudy Giuliani? He's in court about all of this Trump shit. They fucking with him about it. And he admitted under oath that he did not fact check any of the 2020 election claims. Now, you a guy that believes the election was stolen.
It was stolen.
You don't believe it was legit.
None of this shit is legit. What the fuck? I've been telling you that made this day. None of this shit is legit. The fuck?
I'm talking about, but did you believe that they were throwing votes out and they was doing all this goofy shit? You believe they was doing that? So you believe the shit that Giuliani was spewing, even though he just pretty much admitted under oath that it was a bunch of bullshit.
Listen, this ain't the first and this ain't the last election they did that shit in. This ain't the first time this shit happened. This ain't the last time shit happened. No, every election this period, the same shit happens. This ain't nothing new. It's who out cheats the other side. That's what it's about. Can I out cheat you more? You can out cheat me. That's what the game is. I absolutely agree that they cheated on the other side. Both sides cheated. Both sides, without a doubt. They ain't got a fact check. Both sides cheated. Why wouldn't they? When you can't stand one another, you gonna do everything in your power to win.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. I completely understand that. But at the end of the day, I'm talking about all this other shit where they had people. I don't believe it was. I put it to you like this. Do I believe Trump should have won? Absolutely. I believe he should have won. I believe he got enough votes to win. At the end of the day, we all know presidents are chosen. I don't believe they chose Trump this time for whatever reason. He wasn't chosen, bro. So it is what it is with that. You know what I mean? We got this asshole in office right now. You know what I mean? That's on this. He got 1 foot out the door, 1 foot in the door. I'm gonna just put it like that.
1 foot in the grave. You talking about fuck the door?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I ain't blatant as you, but
shit. Be honest, goddamn.
That motherfucker, bro. This shit is just fucked up, man. Everything is fucked up. Money is fucked up. Prices is sky fucking high. I don't know, man. This is what people, like I say, when people voted with their emotions this last election, man, there was no thought or really paying attention and listening to some of these policies that this guy is putting into play. So, that's what y'all get, man, for voting emotionally, man, and not thinking and doing y'all research. Because it was up to me, like I told y'all, I ain't vote for now one of these motherfuckers. People can be mad. You remember case we had motherfuckers that was getting mad at us talking about some yeah, man, people died for y'all to vote and this, that, and the third.
Died for me to vote. I told you that damn lie. You're an ass and a half. You did die for me to vote. You lost your fucking mind.
Wow. I just read something about that Travis Scott shit.
What you mean?
I just read something that was in the Daily News. It says R&B singer SZA also performed before Scott on Friday. She left the festival early saying she wasn't feeling well.
Oh, somebody might have jabbed her with some shit.
I'm saying that she probably knew something was about to go down and bounced on that shit.
But what would make you? Why would she feel that way?
What would you mean? Man, they gotta inform all of them artists what's gonna go down if something gonna go down like that.
I don't think she was gonna know people was gonna die and all that other shit though.
I believe in that Loom shit, bro. He might have sacrificed him. That might have been a sacrifice. Ain't no telling, bro.
Now I gotta ask this question. Ask this question. What you say, Miss High Class?
Sound about right, because that's what I was gonna say. It sounded like it was some sacrifices. And then if you look at the video, he had an eyeball behind him while he was performing.
See, y'all all into that Illuminati and conspiracy.
Hell yeah, I'm into that shit. That shit is way deeper.
Case you into that shit, Case. The Illuminati.
I ain't into it, but I know the motherfuckers practice that bullshit like the motherfuckers practice all other kind of shit, so I wouldn't doubt it.
Facts, bro.
The only thing is, it only affects those who are allowed to affect them. Like I said, back in the day, me and my man Nat Burn was out there, LA, first time, fuck with them fucking Hollywood niggas, and they try to come to some bullshit. I'm like, man, we just rob these niggas. Like, the fuck, man. We gotta make a phone call, have everybody laid on the fucking floor. The fuck kind of bullshit is this? You see, when you're in that state of mind where you think you need them to get to the next level, then you fall victim. But if you want them niggas like, man, fuck these motherfuckers standing your own square, then you don't fall for that shit. You don't fall victim to that shit. And nothing they can do can affect you.
And they get rid of your ass real fast when you do that.
They can't. How can they get rid of you when you ready to get rid of them? You know what I'm saying? It's just like two crooks walking through the park. They're like, damn, who the fuck we gonna rob? We both trying to rob each other. So they walk away. Or it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, man.
Like they always say, real recognize real. Them niggas know they prey on the weak-minded. We ain't got no time for no motherfucker like that to come in here and wreak havoc. Wreak havoc. An infiltrator. Can't deal with that.
Bro, hey, man, some of the stories I done heard, man, and niggas swear up and down about this Illuminati shit and all this other shit. I'm like, well, why do y'all choose to participate in it if you know so much about it?
Exactly.
You know so much about it. Why the fuck do you choose to participate in it? That'd be my biggest thing with it, even down to the music that you consume. Because, like, music does have frequencies, bro. And certain frequencies are low frequency vibrations that can enter into your body if you allow it. If you allow it. That's
no, if you don't know how to handle it, it's like a drug, nigga. Shit. If you can't handle the weed, don't smoke the weed. If you can't handle the liquor, nigga, put that liquor down. If you can't handle them vibrations, motherfucker, stop listening to that shit.
Right, exactly, bro.
You know what I'm saying? If you can't handle it, it's just like your liquor. If you can't handle your liquor, stop drinking so much. If you can't handle all that boom bag shit, gun busting shit, and just though it's fantasy, not a reality, you can't handle it.
And
that's your problem.
And this is another thing, Miss High Class. You aspiring artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you having the knowledge about the Illuminati and all of this other shit. Why do you still continue to try to be an artist?
Oh, well, that's because I feel like I can change. Well, I ain't gonna say I feel like I could change the industry. I feel like I'm gonna be putting the message out that, you know, it's not all artists is with the Illuminati. Some of them is trying to tell y'all what it really is, and if y'all fall for it, y'all not really listening to some of their music.
I put it to you like this:
I'm gonna have booty shaking songs, but I need people to come to my interviews to know how I really think. Like, some people listen to Kanye, like, yeah, I'm gonna vote for you just because of his music, but he's really smart for real. Like, it be more to these artists that people be putting.
Hey man, I'm gonna put it to you. I'm gonna put it to you. Like, you know why you say it be more than what people be putting in front? Because they put out the lowest frequency of themselves to people.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? Like, they put out the dumbest music you'll ever hear in your life. You know what was funny today, Case? I was talking to my little brother about this shit. You remember that one nigga he had us listening to? And you said this shit is absolutely garbage, where the nigga sounded like he was yelling and screaming. Why did this fool had the gall to try to say, oh man, he the ODB of Wu-Tang? Did you hear that? You gonna say this nigga right here who can't rhyme or even stay on beat, you gonna compare him to Old Dirty Bastard? Like, stop playing with me, man. Stop playing. This is my thing about, like, how people be knowing about this shit though. Like, all right, you want somebody to acknowledge that you smart, or you want people to start looking at artists a little bit deeper, right? You have to tell the artist this: quit putting out shit to make me feel this way about you. You putting out the lowest form of your art to me, and you expect me to look at you like you're intelligent. Fuck nah. I look at you like you're a drug addict, you're stupid, and you ain't doing nothing but poisoning the minds of our youth. That's the way I look at the shit. The music is so dumbed down nowadays, and it's not all artists, man. Think about how many positive records do you hear nowadays?
I mean, that's if you go looking for positive. If you're not looking for it, you ain't gonna find it.
Yeah, I'm just talking about on a mainstream that the masses consume, bro.
Yo, listen, B. I don't know, B, because I don't go that route, B. I don't care about the masses. The
No,
masses are fucking
I mean, the
idiots.
question was more for her.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
The question was more for her. I'm just saying though, like 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 you said, you want us to acknowledge these artists and look like deeper into them and
Mhm.
see different sides of them. But why are they showing us the lowest form of themselves? Why do you think that is?
Because regardless, just like how people be putting out politics that's very high vibration and is trying to uplift the world and shit. Well, I ain't even gonna say
Politics is not
politics.
high vibrations at all.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
that's why I had to let me get a better example. I don't know. I just feel like people are pawns. And I'm not even drinking, but people accept lower vibration before they accept higher vibration. Like some people, no matter what you
I
tell them
understand
about
that
the
one.
Bible, they gonna read the Bible. Like you said, you don't understand it.
No, I say I understand that. Go ahead, keep going.
Oh yeah, no matter like you could be speaking positive into somebody, and if they not ready for it, they not gonna accept it until they ready for it. Like you could be gay, and then you tell people like, all right, it's cool, I accept you for who you are, but just remember that the Bible says this and the Bible says that, and some people still gonna go their way, and
Just remember, you're a cocksucker.
Case is funny. Case is funny as hell though. But me and Case used to have this discussion all the time. And I feel the way you feel. Some people may not be ready to accept the truth. You know what I mean? Like how I always talk about, I can't understand how all this information is readily available to people, but people still don't have knowledge itself. People are still blind to a lot of the fucking shit that go on out in the world. You understand me? Like I don't get that. And I feel like this. The reason why I asked you the question about, you know, as an artist and knowing about the Illuminati, what will make you still want to be an artist when you see that the artists nowadays, they either they too stupid to realize that their true art is being hindered and they making them put out the lowest version of themselves, or
mhm.
B, they just accept the shit and they go along with it.
They're a
And,
bunch of cocksuckers.
yep. And they just go along with
That's
it.
what they is. They all are under one name, and they all pushing the objective.
Cause I swear all this music, the mainstream music case. Cause it is good music that you could look up and you could find that's some good positive music. But I'm talking about on the mainstream level that they push to the masses, that the majority of people are listening to, especially young kids and shit. It's a bunch of garbage. It is a bunch of garbage. It's detrimental to our community because I'm looking at it now. How we go from a generation of hustlers to drug addicts.
Right.
How do we do that? We went from a generation of hustlers to drug addicts. Not saying that it wasn't drug addicts back in the day, but it's literally in the music. You didn't hear niggas talking about how much drugs they was on. You didn't hear that all like that. You may have heard it from them South niggas, but that's kind of like a culture thing. But other than that, you didn't really hear niggas talking about, oh, I'm sipping lean, I'm popping Molly, snorting cocaine, I'm so high I'm kissing the moon and shit. Maybe when they talking about reefer or something like that. Reefer ain't bad. Reefer is good for you. Reefer is good for the soul. I just want to tell all y'all that reefer is from Mother Earth. It's the best damn drug you can ever do. But you know, back on topic though. I don't understand how we go from hustling niggas to drug addict niggas to feminine ass niggas. Because that's what it is. They brought the drugs in to turn you niggas feminine. They got we gonna keep these niggas so high, they ain't gonna understand that we got them looking like bitches. We just gonna make the pants tighter and tighter and give them to them. You hear me, K's? These niggas so high over the years, we giving them, we making the pants tighter and tighter. Like, here, put this on, and niggas still subscribe to that shit. Like, I just seen Russell Westbrook in a fucking dress like a month ago. The fuck is wrong with you, bro? You 6 foot. How tall is Russell Westbrook? 6'4", 6'5", and you got on a fucking dress? What's wrong with you? What you niggas then went back and watched 214 or something? You niggas, I don't get that. I don't get that. And this, you know, like, people can say whatever they like. I don't. You can be gay. You can be whatever you is. That don't mean I don't respect you. You understand what I'm saying? As a human being. But I don't have to agree with that shit. I don't have to agree with niggas getting fucked in the ass and all that other shit. And niggas thinking about niggas. I don't have to agree with that shit. That shit, nah, I don't agree with that shit. But at the end of the day, we should all take in consideration of how detrimental the music industry is to our youth nowadays. It ain't teaching men how to be men. Miss High Class, I ain't throwing you under the bus or nothing. This music got a part to play in how your dude been treating you.
No, I agree. I said that earlier.
You understand what I'm saying? Because he in a fantasy world. I don't know what type of world he in. That's some fantasy shit right there. That's not real. That's not real, man. That's not real. That's why I say, man, we need to. I try to talk to the young brothers because, like, I was always taught. Judge Joe Brown used to say it the best. It's up to the men to make men out of the boys in the community. Mr. Judge Joe Brown, ain't that your boy K's?
Amen.
He's like, we make a man out of you in my day. Wasn't none of that boy shit. Wasn't none of this little sissified shit. Wasn't no making excuses on why you couldn't get shit done. We made a man out of your ass one way or another. We don't have a lot of that nowadays and shit. That's why we got a lot of these young brothers out here lost in the world. That's why we got them out here committing crimes and shit. That's why we got them out here not thinking about the consequences behind their actions. They doing everything to please every other, like, okay, they doing everything to please the prison system, the politicians and everything. They doing everything besides get money. That's what they doing. Everything besides getting money and bettering their community. Every other nationality, this goes back to the point of what I was talking about earlier. Every nationality, they make their communities better. They don't bring garbage into their world. Think about this shit, though. In certain countries, right? Y'all know that gay shit ain't allowed, right?
Not at all.
Y'all know that gay shit ain't allowed.
None of that shit.
Chinaman, you know what Chinaman just did over in his country? He banned all boy bands. He banned all feminine shit, anime characters, because he's seen a whole generation of sissies coming up. And he's like, oh, fuck this shit here. Like,
stop this shit right here
we're going to stop this shit right now. That's more what need to happen. And like I say, man, I don't want all y'all LGBT motherfuckers to come at me and shit like that. Like I say,
I don't give a fuck. Come through.
No, I'm just saying, listen, man, I don't have to agree with you to get along and coexist. That's my point. People should be allowed to say whatever they want to say and be able to coexist with each other. Long as there ain't no demeaning, degrading shit like that. You feel what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, when people are talking about the whole little sexuality thing, they pretty much speaking facts. They not telling no lies. And they hate to hear the truth, man. They hate to hear the truth. Like, back to the conversation where we said, I know you a guy, you was born a guy, all of a sudden you transform to a girl, you want me to recognize you as a woman. No, I know you're a guy. I'm not going to sit here and lie. And I'm going to tell you to your face, let's be real. You are a guy. You were born a guy. You probably still got your penis, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So why would I look at you as a woman? Like, no, you can't give birth. Can't no guy come get you pregnant and you reproduce. No, let's not get it twisted. But I've been ranting and raving a little bit too long. We've been on for almost 3.5 hours. But we about to get the fuck out of here, man. Is there any black-owned businesses that y'all want to shout out? I already know what you about to say, nigga. You ain't got to say it. Miss High Class, any black-owned businesses you want to shout out? Any black-owned businesses you want to shout out right now? Any personal ventures that you doing right now that you want to shout out?
Let me see. I can shout out my sister. She started selling shea butter. It's called I forgot the name of it.
Damn, sis. You see how she doing you. You see how she doing you.
I shout out Smooth Gotti. I love Cross Success Clothing, and That's about it. That's the only people that I put on my story if I do promote somebody. I don't know anybody else
That's what's up. Smooth
doing
Bass.
anything.
Smooth Gotti Bass in the cup through the show. I'm gonna have to have him on one night. Just gotta make time for it every day. But yeah, man, pretty much that's pretty much a wrap. I ain't got no black owned businesses to shout out right now. You know what I mean? I'm hot in the kite. I'm trying to lay down with my lovely wife here in a minute.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Get some what I'm gonna get some Bobby Womack playing over here. You know what I'm saying? It's a Bobby Womack playing over here in the background and shit. Don't wake up the kids and shit. But nah, yeah, we about to get out of here. Y'all already know what time it is. It's your boy, Luxury, the most expensive nigga rolling, aka DJ Easy, Dick to your bitch, BKA Mr. Shoving Wood, whatever is good. And of course, I'm in the building with my favorite DJ motherfucking K's, and we got the lovely, beautiful Miss High Class and Bougie as usual in the building. And we about to get up out of here. Make sure y'all come check us out Tuesday, 11 o'clock. Same time, GMF TV. Y'all motherfuckers like, y'all share, y'all subscribe, and please hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever we go live, because I've been hearing people saying they ain't been getting the notifications whenever we go live, but you have to subscribe and hit the bell. That's how you get notified. But yeah, we up out this thing. Like I said, Tuesday, same place, same time. We up out of here. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. God bless.
Hey, Miss Bougie, can I see that picture by any chance? Yes, no, yes.
Yeah. I can't wait to show you, man.